Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Cloud Trip Podcast. Here we're joined with our regular co-host today, of course, Free Game Noon in the third. My guy Rising, of course, my guy Big Black Uchiha, aka Damon in five, could be Damon in three. And today we'll be, of course, talking about the Spider-Man movie, Brand New Day, and potentially other MC. Well, I'm bad. Y'all caught me right as Messi scored. I'm sorry. Like
I was
literally.
about to say this. I was like, what's going on?
Oh shit! Okay, I was muted. Good thing, because I laughed so fucking hard, bro. I was like, "Yo, who Pet Monkey just got on the microphone? That shit's crazy."
No,
It's
he
all
brought like the countdown literally stopped as my bad. The countdown literally stopped as soon as Messi scored, like 100%.
Oh, word.
It's 100%. My bad.
Nah,
Yeah,
good.
all right. So Spider-Man MCU, we here.
big MCU.
Yeah, we here with it. We here with it.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, well, I guess I could pretty much give my run through for the first couple of movies before, real quick, since
Yeah, it's
I guess
fresh
this is
on your
my first
dome.
week of actually seeing it. Yeah, so to be honest, I liked all three of the Tom Holland movies. I'm pretty sure if you guys weren't necessarily here in the last couple of pods, I never really seen any of the Spider-Man movies. The only ones that I really seen was from Tobey Maguire, and of course, I recently watched Homecoming. I forgot that I forgot all the actual names of them, but one, two, three, and four,
Homecoming, Brand New
pretty much.
Day,
The
and
Home trilogy and then the Start of the Day trilogy.
Yeah, and to be honest, you know how they say nothing's ever better than the first, or the sequel is never really better than the original. I, it's like the opposite with Spider-Man. It's kind of like Iron Man, in my personal opinion, where it's like the first one, it was elite, but it just continuously gets better and better. To where I
Yeah.
thought number three was slightly better than number four, but both number three and four were up there in like the upper echelons, like top tier of all MCUs
man,
I've pretty much ever seen.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I can't agree with the Iron Man take. I think Iron Man 1 is the best Iron Man. That's just my
I,
personal opinion on
I'd
like
have
the
to
Iron Man
rewatch all of
trilogy.
them to give an honest
The second
opinion.
one was kind of whack. I think that was the one with the dude with the electric whips and shit. That yeah, that
Yeah.
movie was like it was decent. And then
What's the one where all those suits pulled up one time and he pressed that button and he was
3.
like, oh yeah. So that's the one I remember. I remember Iron Man 3.
yeah, that was the one with the geek dude who like learned to rearrange DNA or some shit like that. To get more
Fuck.
mm,
disease, something like
yeah,
that. I can't remember what the fuck he did, but he fucked everybody up and they ended up getting superpowers and all that shit.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like the first one was good. The first Iron Man was good because it's like that meme. Iron Man could build a suit with just like some scraps in a cave, and then he
Yeah,
pretty much did everything he could with that. But like the progression of Iron Man, you start to see how much better the suits could actually be, and of
Yeah.
course
oh
how much
yeah.
stronger my guy was, and of course the level of villains just kept going up and up. Same thing with the Spider-Man as well. Whereas like the first Spider-Man Homecoming is just like some random fodder who came across some sort of gadgets he wasn't supposed to. And eventually you got like Mysterio, and of course in the most recent, John, I forgot her last name. But yeah,
Jean Grey.
she's like a yeah, she's like an interesting villain in itself where it's
That's
like, is she
crazy
really
because you never
evil? Is she
seen
not?
X Men, so you don't even know who Jean Grey is.
Wait, Byron, you never seen X-Men?
You
Nah,
never seen X Men, bro.
What
Remember I
the
said
fuck?
Cyclops? Remember I said Cyclops, and he was like, "Who's that?" I was like, "Really?
That is
yeah,
You
crazy.
don't know who
it's like I
Cyclops
see.
is?" And bro, if you're gonna get into MCU, you're gonna have to learn X Men because they're bringing them into the MCU. They
That's
starting to
crazy.
like
That's
develop
like
the
that's
origin
like
saga. That's why Jean Grey's in the Spider Man movie.
she's like the equivalent. Like if we were in the Naruto verse, Bara, imagine they made a movie and damn, who can I even say? Imagine I'm not even gonna try to stick to women. Imagine like someone who's important in the Naruto verse that's like still important today. I'm trying to think, bro.
I mean, hell,
Orochimaru.
if we're comparing the Phoenix Force, give it to Naruto or Himawari or just Kushina or whoever.
Himawari or something, but I'm trying to think like somebody who already had because we know Jean Ben had that main character energy. Like she's been a main character all
Yeah,
her
that's why
life.
he said Naruto. Yeah.
Yeah, you could imagine. All right, imagine. Yeah, imagine what's the name? Imagine Naruto pops up in like somebody else's story in like a one-off, and he's the villain just for that story. But we know Naruto's story. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So
So
it's like it's
that's
kind
pretty
of
much
like
how
that.
you feel?
Yeah, Jean is
That's
like she's not. It's like I don't think Naruto was a good example, bro.
It depends on what movie you're talking about too, because
Yeah,
they kind of like have Jean Grey different in every movie.
uh,
Because like the third
but
one
but
was
imagine you pull Sarada into the Naruto verse. and she's the villain for one arc. But with
Mhm.
all of your knowledge of Sarada right now, and they
Mhm.
introduce like a younger, like say like 12-year-old Sarada, right? You know everything up to TBV. You know how she's gonna be, whatever, even past. And then they just pull her and make her the villain in a Naruto story. That's kind of like what they did with Jean Grey.
Like she's trying to save the Uchiha
Mhm.
clan or some shit like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
That's
Like
yeah.
fine.
she's not really a villain, but she does villainous things. And like I mean, this Jean Grey, she wasn't really a villain. She was being hunted down by damage control though.
I've
So
seen people say like, was she too evil? And I'm like, can we like pull our fucking panties out of knot? Like, what are we talking
I
about?
Okay,
mean,
but
I
let's
mean,
be
in a,
fair. Let's be fair though. Didn't she kill that one dude who got
That's
picked?
why everybody's gonna be like, she
multiple
killed that one
dudes.
dude, and I'm like, come on, bro.
I mean,
Like,
that one dude probably got a family. I mean, you know, if that was me,
Probably.
I'd be pissed.
he has a family, man. I'm saying though, like, it's a few
Yeah.
people. It's the fact that they didn't
yeah, that
address
one
it.
dude.
I know for a fact it's a few people Spider-Man killed this movie. It's
Yeah,
a
oh
few
yeah,
people
definitely.
Spider-Man killed. This movie alone, off of the trauma and blunt force, is a few of them.
Yeah, I but
And
someone was
I
pointing out
have
some scenes
notes.
in Andrew Garfield Spider Man. Yeah, he killed a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah. Offer.
But
Bro,
regardless though, Jean Grey should be in jail. She should be in jail.
just a fight with the Hulk,
100%.
some people
I
got
mean,
hit with level.
to be fair, both her and Peter should be in jail. I mean, didn't Peter nearly kill a couple cops?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, to be
he
honest, if
did.
they wanted to press charges, I'd say go ahead. I mean, that's on Peter.
Don't
I mean,
get me
that's
started on
something.
Peter slander because I'll start.
Oh yeah,
Moving
You
forward,
was throwing the Peter slander out in the chat, bro.
yeah, brand new day. I could say he got significantly better, but nah, this man's been. I compare
Well,
him to
he's a
Konohama
kid
some
though.
days.
He's a
Oh
kid,
my
bro. He's
He
a
in his
Nah, we
kid.
got
20s
Like
now,
if you
though.
remember the first movie, bro, like I say you should have watched Civil War before you watched that movie though, because it literally picks up after Civil War. That's why he's on Iron Man so tough about giving him assignments and stuff like that, because Iron Man had him on the assignment of stopping Captain America and shit like that. So like
yeah.
that's why he
Mhm.
was like really really like adamant about getting like some type of hero gig. So he just like kind of took it into his own hands in the first
Yeah.
Spider-Man. And like it was even a point where like they emphasized of how much he's a kid in the movie, where he had the training wheels protocol and he jumped on the bed and he was like, they're treating me like a kid. And he jumped up and down on the
Nah.
bed and shit like that. Like he was like, they really emphasized on like, yo, bro, this is an
It
immature ass
tracks,
kid.
bro. Because if y'all think about it, bro, before Iron Man, dude was running a YouTube channel posting
Yeah.
parkour tricks, bro. Like that's all he was doing, and then he vlogged the entire Civil War event.
Bro, when I
Like,
watched it this recently, I was like, bro, I didn't even notice he blogged the whole
like
fucking Civil
he
War
vlogged
thing.
the entire event. Like, what we thinking?
This
That's why I be trying to
is
tell people.
Captain
I'm like, how
America.
can y'all not like this Spider Man, bro?
I mean,
Like,
he's gotta make his bread somehow. I wouldn't be surprised if current Spider-Man got a TikTok. We know print is dead. We know everyone has a camera. He's not
you
gonna
got
be a
bread.
It had to be
photographer. He's
monetized,
not
bro.
gonna make bread as a photographer when everyone and their mom can get a picture of Spider-Man.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, he's
People
in
are
school
Oh
bringing up
though.
a
He's
yeah,
lot
in,
of takes that would
yeah, that's
probably work in a
true.
movie that took place in like early
That's true.
2000. I'm like, y'all
Because the
forget.
first one, Peter. Sorry to cut you off. Because yeah, the first one, he was a photographer. You're right. You're right.
Even then, it's like, how many photographers today are like photographers for a newspaper, or are there photographers for like, hey, y'all having a wedding? Y'all mind if I take some? Like, come on, bro. I
Or
mean,
his company
unless they
page.
want us to see him go around to different wedding events, and be like, yeah, I take pictures and post them on Instagram. Come look at my portfolio. Like, bro, what?
Nah,
We,
nah. I like the new take. I like the new gen take.
yeah,
Like
man.
social media head. He carries his camera. He's fucking freaked out and he
Exactly.
videotapes everything. I was telling this girl before, bro. She was upset because she was like, "Man, I got into a fight or whatever, and it was recorded on video. I recorded it too. I was like, what the fuck? How you gonna get mad because you recorded yourself doing a crime? See, that's why y'all new generation always get fucking caught. Y'all don't even like leave up no mysteries to the detectives. Y'all give them all the evidence in
Yeah,
the civil
and
trial.
I know Peter mad because he took his mask off like 3 times in that video. So he like, fuck, I gotta cut out this part. And he probably wasn't
See,
gonna get
what he need
monetized.
that.
He took his mask off a few times, and then when he was in the car with Mr. Stark, he definitely can't add that on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh
He
yeah,
can't.
true. I mean, you
uh, but,
can
but,
because he
but,
can put it under the guise of his internship if he has a
but
home
my,
a
If
separate
it's the
personal
same
channel.
channel, bro, he
No,
posting what
He
he.
has to have a separate personal channel. Come on now,
I'm
you
about
gotta
to
have a
say,
Peter
yeah,
Parker
it
and then a
would.
Spider-Man channel.
How
But
many people? How many people gonna subscribe to the Peter Parker channel?
Nah, just the people at school. But if you
Nobody.
with Tony Stark though, bro, that's mad
Yeah,
subscribers, bro. That's like being in the car with Elon Musk. That's the
that is
equivalent.
true.
yeah,
Let's
but
be honest
But
though.
how
If
wise would that be though? Because if they be like, oh, they know, okay, Spider-Man just, I mean, Iron Man just recruited this new pre-Avenger kid who dresses as a spider, and all of a sudden we see Peter posting pictures
But
also and
remember
videos of
though,
Iron Man.
they never had the press appearance though, because remember they were supposed to have a press appearance for Peter Parker becoming a part of the Avengers, and he walked away because he denied the suit or whatever. He was like, "Is this a test or whatever?" And then
Yeah.
what's his girl name?
Nah, I'm
Who's
saying not for like the public person. I'm saying like under idea, like if he hypothetically has two YouTube channels, that would I'm saying that's gonna expose his
I don't think
identity.
people. I don't think people. Nah, I don't think people will link the two together because people don't even know like publicly
Because
that
someone
Peter
like me
Parker
will link
works
the
with
two
Spider Man.
together. If
nah, but
I if I
imagine
if we in the MCU, bro, and I know, oh snap, Tony Stark just got an apprentice due to Spider Man,
But they don't know
fire,
that
and
though
he been dropping videos on YouTube. I'm saying if he would have dropped the videos on YouTube,
but
and
the
boom,
general public didn't know though. Are you talking about like the Avengers or like who are you talking about though? Like who would know? Who will find out?
anybody
Because they
could
already know
if
that.
he would have have a Peter Parker YouTube channel and then a Spider Man YouTube channel, and both and post interactions both as Peter Parker
I
and as
don't think
Spider
his
Man.
friends and his people at school would have picked up on it. Just like in the movie, they never picked up on the
I'm
YouTube. So
saying
he
if he
has to
would
have a Peter Parker like separate channel and then that Spider Man channel.
if he would have post videos, I'm saying, bro, he's doing this stuff with Tony Stark. He got a new internship, and all of a sudden, Tony Stark got a new masked sidekick.
But that's the thing, though. That's what I'm saying. He was never
that
presented
would
to
that
anybody, to
would
the
be
public,
funny.
nobody as Tony's new apprentice, though. Like only the inner
yeah, because
Avengers knew
Free Game
that.
got a point. Like the Civil War situation wasn't exactly televised, and the next real thing you got is
No, 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 no,
Wait,
no,
wait. It
no, no, no,
was.
no.
It was. It
We're
was.
losing the plot. We're losing the plot. Hypothetically, right?
Right.
Spider Man does have this YouTube channel. He's been posted for 6 months. That's how Tony Stark found him. So people already know Spider Man on YouTube. Now he vlogs the event at Civil War. He cuts and edits part out where his mask is off and just posts those events on the same YouTube channel. In that same world, hypothetically, Peter, if he were to start a separate YouTube channel as Peter Parker and post certain things with him and Tony Stark, it wouldn't be that hard for someone to put the pieces of the puzzle together.
But who are you? That's what I'm asking. Like, who are you saying is putting the pieces of the puzzle together? Like, are you talking like the general public, his friends? Like, who?
That's why I say it wouldn't be that hard. In that case, I'm not saying it's not gonna take someone like Ned. Like Ned was able to guess and assume, you know what I'm saying, literally without any memory, two liable options in terms of who Spider-Man could be in Brand New Day without any memory. And that was based off of all of his appearances. We see, so it's all of that stuff is valid. He's taking all
But
the
he never
appearances from.
guessed Peter though.
yeah,
But he doesn't have Peter's. That's what I'm saying. The point is the reason why it's such a good guess. He guessed the teacher and then he guessed Flash Thomas. And I'm like, that's actually smart in a world where Peter is non-existent.
But he was existent. Well, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Well, I get what you mean because at the beginning nobody knew Peter Parker. Like all their memories was quite clear of everything.
That's
They
just
Yeah,
for
no
that
one knew
example.
Peter was
Bump,
Peter.
oh yeah, that's
Who
just
was
for that
passing?
example. I'm saying all of that, like that's just for that example. I'm saying in general though, it wouldn't be hard if people were to see Peter Parker post on YouTube. Now he's doing it, Stark internship. Like in this case, that's why I said when he's in the car with Tony Stark, if he were to post that clip on YouTube and then he has his full catalog with Spider-Man on a separate channel, it wouldn't be crazy for someone to be like, could this new I don't like
I
it's
mean, yeah.
2026
In today's age of a
to see. I was
conspiracy
about to say
theorist
to see a
and
thumbnail,
hey,
new
poetic
intern,
Flacco will
possible
probably put
mass
it
vigilante
together.
sidekick of Tony
We
Stark.
would have got a poetic Flacco
see. I
video
feel
of
like
it for sure.
I feel like that's where the persona comes in because sure you have your Neds and sure you have your MJs, but the average Flash is gonna say puny Parker, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I feel like how Peter would conduct himself. At the very least, most of the school would just brush it off.
Yeah,
and we've seen that. We've seen that in multiple. We've seen that in multiple Spider-Man media, especially like Spectacular Spider-Man. You had Venom verbatim say Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and you still had people doubting it. Like Flash. Like, it can't be puny
I'm
Parker.
saying though, it took MJ. MJ only had one YouTube channel, and she was 67% sure. If Peter Parker would have had his own YouTube, 67% is probably jumping up to like 88 or 90. I'm
Bro,
not
did
saying the entire world is figured out. I'm just saying, had this man actually did the two YouTube channels like me and Free Game suggested, it's
Yeah, yeah.
I would
But
say like if personally, if I'm Spider-Man, I'm not doing that. Because
yeah,
I can see like, okay, that's actually a gateway for someone to figure out who I am.
did Doctor
it'd have been
Strange's
harder
spell?
to
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
without the channel. It'd be harder for everyone to figure out it. I said figure. It'll be harder for everyone to figure it out. But quick question, not to get too philosophical, but why does he need to withhold his identity in the first place at this point?
Spider-Man, bro.
It's
I mean,
just a superhero thing.
That's it.
Like if
I mean, to
Everything
be
it's a
sucks
fair,
in his life.
superhero thing, any villain is gonna go after the people closest to you. So if they know who you are, they know who your friends are and stuff like that, then you put your friends and your family in danger. Shit like that. And then Peter was young too, so like he really didn't want everybody to know he was Spider-Man, especially his aunt. Like he
And
was really trying to keep it
And
low
plus, he's
key
dealing
all
with
the
small potato stuff. You know, the small potato villains are more small potato villains are more likely to break into your home versus big potato villains.
time.
but to
They're
be
worried about
fair,
the galaxy.
I kind of agree with Bora. Bora, at this point, he has no one. He's
That's what I'm saying.
neglecting
Yeah.
Peter Parker.
Oh
Like
yeah, true.
at this point, he could just come out and say, "Yeah, I'm Peter Parker," and just like beg Yelena to move into the new Avengers Tower or something, and just say, "Yeah, bet I'm just here."
Hey, I'm happy that they established he has some type of at least like I can say between the new teams, Yelena at least has the foothold towards Spider-Man access as opposed to like Sam Wilson and his side. Like if someone is like some stuff going down, Yelena's gonna be the contact point in order to get Spider-Man over on the MCU.
I feel
Yeah,
like
but
I was gonna say I feel like this is like the bad trade-off of the Spider-Man IP basically being with Sony, to where Marvel can't really use Spider-Man in other things a lot, because like you were being told all this happened in the span of like 5 years, but it would have been real cool if you had him show up on other TV shows like Daredevil, or even a cameo in the Thunderbolts. But instead, because like you don't have a lot of wiggle room with Spider-Man, you're basically told everything that's happened in the movie. I kind of feel like we missed out on like the interactions of what happened.
I
Yeah,
feel like I also
how
think
he know
though,
Yelena and shit like that, like how he met her and all that type of shit. He just
yeah,
knows her.
yeah. But I also think also whereas like someone like Punisher, they use it as a gateway because
yeah.
they can I don't know, they can keep him on like the next like I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't mind
Bro,
Punisher in Spider-Man 5. Let
bro,
me
that's
just
what
be
I was
honest.
about to say.
Yeah,
Nah, I
well,
think I like Punisher and Spider Man as a duo, bro. Like they're in like their chemistry on the new movie with them arguing
Yeah.
every fucking interaction, bro. That shit was hilarious. Loved it, bro. I
Yeah.
never thought that Punisher and Spider Man would go together.
They actually had people on the internet trying to figure out what happened on Staten Island. I'm like, it's another Budapest. Hey, we don't know, man. We don't know what happened on Staten Island.
Damn, I
why,
wonder what Daredevil thinks about this though.
I was about to say, why does he get along with Peter and not Daredevil?
Wasn't Daredevil
Well, I'm about to
Peter's
say right now,
lawyer?
technically, isn't he in prison right now?
Yeah, Daredevil's
But
in
when he
prison.
was free, like Frank really ain't rock with Daredevil like that. It was seen eye to eye.
Because Daredevil's a fucking dick, bro. Daredevil's
Yeah,
a
I'm about to say I
little.
wouldn't be able to answer too accurately on that.
Well, I haven't watched. I only watched season one. Not season one. Two
I know they work
seasons.
together in like both of their
Fifteen.
Mm,
shows, so it's like
So I guess
mm.
I guess in world that's why Spider-Man didn't show up to help New York. They didn't want to
yeah.
deal with Frank's.
I think also it's a better play off of Spider-Man as a character because I'm pretty sure in some of the interactions with Daredevil and Punisher, the whole thing is like Punisher's like, bro, you're too soft. We got to start killing these niggas. And Daredevil's on some Batman stuff. He's like, nah, I'm gonna just
Bro.
beat the brakes off of them.
Well, hold
So
on.
Mm.
I think it'll be like easier for him. Like, well, how would Spider-Man interact with someone like Punisher who kills people? You
Bro,
see in the movie.
how did y'all feel about fucking the whole really just only having like a 3 to 4 minute scene in Spider Man? That shit was so hyped up, like in the trailer and everything, bro. And we got like a 4 minute squabble between him and Peter, and
Now
then
you
they
I
take
take
the
liked
that
it to
Hulk
be
back.
honest.
away.
It was one of my favorite parts of the movie.
Bro, they
Yeah,
take the Hulk away.
I liked it, but
They put him in
also
a
the
psych
fact that
ward.
also the fact that it made sense as well. I forgot specific what the gadget was named, but like that specific thing, like I think what Peter was doing, it made sense for his character, and of course, made sense to go to Doc. I
Like the
keep forgetting
mutant
his name, Doctor
depressant or
Banner.
the mutant
The
suppressant
nigga created the
shit.
mutant,
Yeah,
the
The mutant
inhabitor.
suppressant or
yeah, the
There you go.
inhabitor.
X-Men
Yeah,
are
there
gonna
you
be
Yeah,
go.
pissed.
It's gonna
the
be the
automatic
prototype for the
inhabitor,
mutant color.
and as an
Yeah, and the
inhibitor, the
mutant stuff.
automatic
Yeah, yeah.
inhibitor. That's what it was. Yeah,
Yep.
It
Not
was
not
yeah.
gonna
saying
So
lie
that
though.
I remember I was watching a YouTube video and it was kind of saying how Banner killed the mutants and shit like that, and basically that's like the start of it. Him creating that inhibitor is going to
Technically,
like
Peter
damage
though.
control, get a hold of it. Well, yeah,
I,
true.
I would
No,
put the
it
blame on
started
Peter.
with the Hulk. He's
It
the
Yeah, but
did,
inhibitor
but
agent
like
though. He
Peter
gave
took his
Peter the
idea because
idea.
Banner, he called it. Like Banner and MJ, they was like, bro,
Yeah,
what are you
don't do
trying
it
to do? Because Banner made his shit. It was
for himself.
specifically for
Yeah,
radiation and gamma, so it only would have worked on him and She-Hulk. And then Spider-Man was like,
I'm gonna make it
I
universal.
don't. Yeah, he was like, he couldn't make it specifically for him, but he was like, hey, but I can make a universal one though.
I
He
mean,
was
mm,
that
like,
kind of
fuck it.
fits Peter's. That fits Peter's character a little bit though.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. It works.
but see
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
interaction kind of made me hate Peter even more because it feels like
what
this
you-
man is ruining everything he touches. This man
Oh yeah,
Bruce Banner
definitely.
was happy for years. One talk with Peter ruins his life.
Bro, but
Then because Peter's going through his
who's the equivalent though?
well,
Who is this?
that's more in Jean Grey though. Like we can't just throw that out
Who?
either.
All right, wait, hold on, no, hold on. Who was Peter's mentor though? Who guided him? Fucking Tony
You
Stark.
talking
What did
about?
Tony Stark
Yeah,
create? Tony Stark created fucking Ultron, bro. Like,
And,
like a
and
lot of shit
Tony's
that
dead.
Tony touched is fucked up, bro. Like,
And
oh
Tony's
yeah, true.
supposedly in Doomsday, him creating helping with the the time travel shit is the reason why the incursions happen. Like everything that he touches is fucking dooms everybody, bro. Like he tries to do it for the best. Like they're doing it for the greater good, but it ends up fucking them over in the end.
Well,
and
no,
that's
no,
fair, but Tony is dead. So I feel like that's a moot point. Like, dude's sleeping with the fishes at this point. You have Peter always just messing shit up because he's going through anxiety. Like, I wouldn't be
yeah.
surprised if the MCU's X-Men are just name dropping Peter every other scene. Said, man, that fucking Spider-Man.
I was about to say,
But
canonically, don't Storm hate, don't Storm hate the nigga. Like canonically, don't Storm
A
like
lot
really.
of a lot of characters hate Spider-Man, bro.
I
He's
know, but like
universal.
Storm is
I'm not surprised.
on some like I don't care if me and him have to go find someone else. I'm not teaming up with that. Like that level of hate. Because
Bro,
there's the one part where she was talking to Miles and she was
we
like,
could
"Yeah,
take the
bro."
janitor, bro, before we take this guy.
Literally, she was telling Miles. She told Miles verbatim. She was like, I guess you're not as bad as the other Spider-Man. Like she already prejudged Miles off the fact that the nigga went by Spider-Man. She was like, "Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't
Because
trust."
I
Miles is
remember in the
competent.
cartoons a lot of them being annoyed by Spider-Man, though, bro.
That's and I it just came to my attention. That's the thing also about it, where like I don't get. I got to be careful with my words here because I don't want to piss off the Sam Raimi fans. I love the Sam Raimi movies, but out of
Let me
all of
piss
the
him off. Who the fuck is Sam Raimi?
Yeah,
Toby Maguire
on
Spider-Man movies, Toby
Oh,
Maguire
thank you.
Spider-Man movies,
Okay, cool.
I
Or
love
I didn't
those
know.
movies, and even after just recently rewatching them last week, Spider-Man 3 is like chef's kiss. I love it, but bro, aside from like the story, which is actually very strong and holds up,
It's not comic book accurate.
it's not just about comic book accurate, but it's kind of like redundant and not redundant at the same time because a lot of people like, oh, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is the most truest Spider-Man, is the most true to its character. And I'm like, the
No, it's
nigga
not.
barely says 5 words in a sentence.
Yeah, no, he's
He
not.
spends half of the first 2 movies looking at people in a daze. Like, I
That's
don't,
just a
they be like,
nostalgia thing, bro.
it's
Because
like, yeah, it's literally a
Wait
and I'm
a minute,
watching
wait a
it
minute.
right in front of my eyes. Like they have
when they
What I will
recreated
say-
and recast Tony Stark, bro, I'm probably going to be a Tony Stark purist as well. Like, nah, bro, it's no other Tony Stark but RDJ.
but even Robert RDJ, bro, he's true to the character. Like my whole thing is they're saying Spider-Man 2 is like one of the best like in terms of being true to the character of Peter Parker and Spider-Man. And I'm like, where the fuck is that truth at?
Well,
Because
they
Spider-Man
based it off of him being like super broke, poor, like all that, and like
circumstance.
yeah,
In terms of dialogue, in terms of interact, like and even rewatching it, the nigga says more with his mask off than his mask off, which is actually
He
backwards.
doesn't. He doesn't give you the teenage Spider-Man like.
We're talking grown man Peter
Yeah,
Parker.
yeah. Peter Parker
It's
gives
not even
more
grown man
grown
Peter
vibes
Parker
than teen.
talks too much, free game. And that's what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying. He talks too
Mm-hmm.
much.
Mm-hmm.
And the most, like, because I just rewatched him, I think the most quippiest thing he ever did, I think he was either fighting Harry or something. He said something, but it was like a one liner. And he was like, uh-oh. And then he did something clumsy. And I was like, okay, there we go. But I'm like, so people have to admit, it's not, I don't blame people for putting those Spider-Mans above everything, saying it's the best all time, but like, give it for the right reasons. Not, don't say he's the most truest Spider-Man when he's not. Just say, at the time, superhero movies were underestimated. People didn't realize how big the Spider-Man movie was going to be. And nostalgia. You fucking loved it as a kid. Like, if motherfuckers would just admit that, we be cool. But like, I'm seeing so many takes. It's like, yo, I don't know if No Way Home and Brand New Day are Spider-Man 2 level. And I just rewatched Spider-Man 2. And I think Aunt May has the best dialogue out of all of the
Bro,
characters in the movie. Like, everybody else
Nah,
says shit.
I can't.
I'll be
I
real.
Bro,
can't get jiggy with Aunt
I
May.
can't, bro.
What is with
It's
the
it's
Aunt
it's
May
a point.
slander,
It's
bro?
a point in the
Come on, bro.
motherfucking movie where Peter is, and it's not even like a situation where they're trying to
That's
turn it into
food
comedy. It
material
was a
right there.
serious moment in the movie where this nigga Peter, Toby Maguire, started reciting poetry to MJ in his fucking brain. He believed that was gonna work, and he was real live just saying like, I don't know. And then don't even get me started on MJ. Her wishy washy fast ass. How's she gonna walk off the altar?
You gonna call her fast?
She fast as hell, bro. She went from Harry to the
Hey,
nigga
bro.
Jonah's son, and then like, come on, bro. And then
Nah, I'm
Peter,
always
Wait a
been
minute.
MJ, bro.
All I'm saying, Tobey Maguire he didn't have as much embarrassing moments as this Tom Holland Peter is having currently.
that's the point, though. If people want to see Spider-Man in like bad situations or being broke or just being like Spider-Man thing,
Nah.
his whole entire thing is the nigga get the short end of the stick, but his
Oh,
personality and quips would make you believe that you
But pick up
like he
that it's a
always has
difference
a.
between having a short end of the stick and what Ryzen was talking about. Pretty much every single problem that's arising stems from him. It's a difference. It's
that
more
all
like
right.
one is bad luck and the other
I'll
is
say
that you didn't. You doing it.
as far as like the character himself, he makes dumb decisions. Like that's Peter Parker. Now, in Far Way Home, I ain't really. I would say that was the most I was ever damn Peter, like shaking my head because I'm like, why would you get a nigga the glasses? But other than
And
Yeah,
that,
easy.
like even in No Way Home, it's like we we could blame Doctor Strange just as much. It was his idea because
he
Peter
kept
was
it in
about to
though as
Nah,
leave.
nah,
well.
nah, nah,
Nah,
Peter was
he
about to
should be more
leave.
I can't let
educated
you
too,
get that
though.
out.
Nah,
Peter, Peter,
you gotta
Peter
give him
was
big props,
about to
bro.
leave. Peter was about to leave, and then Wong said something, and then Doctor Strange was like, "Actually, hold on,
I
I
did it
could
for
make them
you.
forget." And Peter was like, "You can." And then they did that whole buddy good cop bad cop thing. Like Doctor Strange got just as much to blame for the whole spell thing.
Nah,
And
See,
not
I feel
just
like
as
I feel like
much.
nah, bro.
Doctor
We gotta
Doctor
Strange.
stop
Strange should have
that. I
known
can't
the
let you.
nah, bro.
But
That.
my
Doctor.
whole,
Hold on,
but
Doctor
even
Strange should have
beyond that
known.
though,
He should have known more the mechanics of the spell than Spider Man. He's like kind of naive and he don't know magic and shit like that. He don't know he can't
But
fucking
but
stack the
after
spells.
but
Why would
after it
Doctor
was
Strange
done,
keep on
after
changing it?
wait a second. After everything was done, after we figured out, hey, everything going down, Doctor Strange had a way to pretty much reverse everything, and Spider-Man still was like, no, I'm gonna work alongside the villains and seal Doctor Strange so we could potentially do some other stuff, and ended up getting Aunt May killed, like pretty much.
And don't forget, the only thing Doctor Strange is really guilty of, other than some dubious, dangerous spells, is overestimating Peter's intelligence. This
Mm-hmm.
man thought Peter exhausted every other avenue. This man, Peter, didn't even go to the school board to appeal his shit. Went straight to Doctor Strange, went straight
Hey,
for a
I ain't
reset
gonna lie.
button.
I wouldn't have known that either, bro. I
yeah,
wouldn't have known that you can appeal some shit when you like go to college because I got denied for colleges and shit, and I never tried to appeal. Didn't even know
Okay,
that was an
but for
option.
someone as quote unquote big brain, the next Iron Man, this quote unquote slept on genius, you'd think he'd know the basics of college
Nah, you're
office
just
stuff.
technically you're just a tech genius and shit. Like
yeah. I'm about to say that
yeah,
falls into the category of common sense and street smarts.
yeah.
That's
He
not
ain't
that's
he's
not
not
book smart.
fucking
I
book
mean, a
smart.
quick Google search could have solved that. Hey, I did not get accepted to college. What are my next steps?
That's the thing. That's the thing though. Life skills, bro, and it works because
MJ
Peter
ain't
he
life
grew up
skills
in
like that
this.
either though.
Yeah, he grew
Maybe
up in
more
this
common sense.
era. So some of these kids they grow up really advanced in certain skills where you tend to assume or you can overestimate. Or sometimes you see somebody just in a regular day to day, they doing so good at life. You like, hey, this is a good person, and then you get them in front of some paper or a book, and like, wow, this guy is dumb. Like you're an
Yeah, like
idiot. So
Mayweather, bro.
yeah,
Dumb
you
as fuck.
never know,
Can't
bro.
read a lick.
You never know, and it fits. And my whole thing is like, as far as the action wise, well, one, I'm not mad at what happened in No Way Home because shit, we got 3 Spider-Man out of it, and I destroyed the universe some more, Peter. I'm trying to see some shit, but as far as like the quips, bro, like that's one thing I will say, even with Andrew Garfield, and I might even give it to him over Tom Holland because I think Tom
Stop it.
Holland's
Oh,
someone.
okay. Stop. Tom Holland. Tom Holland. Go ahead. I thought you
No,
said
and
Toby.
Toby. I'm talking
Stop
like
it.
so. Even when it comes to the quips, when it comes to the quips, because Andrew
Okay.
Garfield, at least he
Okay. All right.
like
Maybe.
in Amazing Spider-Man 1. Remember the scene where the dude was about to steal the car? And then Andrew, and then he pulled out like a like a knife, and then Andrew was like, "Oh no, my fears! This is like my greatest fears, like small sharp objects." And he was just trembling, and then he webbed them to the wall. He was like, "Oh, it's like the stuff like that, bro. Sarcasm is spider. Like I don't get how people are so comic book saviorist, right? But
Mm.
Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is the farthest depiction from a comic book Spider-Man in every iteration. Like
I'd agree
I
with
guess
that.
my main thing is he has a lack of personality and he doesn't talk as much. I think that's what I told Free. I'm
But
like,
I
if
think
he talked
Andrews was
more,
even a little bit better.
if he talked, Andrew talked a lot. And I was about
Yeah,
to say, I think
a
he
little
talked
too
the
much.
most. The only time Tom has him, I think, is in Homecoming because Homecoming, Tom Holland, he was talking like when he pulled up on the Avengers, he's like, "Oh, you guys are the Avengers." He was like, "Hawk, Thor." Like I need Spider Man to talk throughout the fight because that's one of his superpowers. He talks so
Yeah,
much that niggas get annoyed and they start
like
fucking us.
like when he fought in
I
Civil
get
War
what you mean, but
against dude, what's his name, the Winter Soldier. He was like, "Oh, cool, a metal
Yeah,
arm."
you got a metal arm. Where's you? And then literally Falcon, like, bro, I don't think you've been in a fight, but you don't normally talk this much. Like, off rip, we know. Oh yeah, this is fight. Toby, bro, the nigga get whooped and he grunts and he has he has very limited dialogue in a mask, and it pisses me off that that's the case. I'll say that.
Yeah,
That's
nah,
all.
I agree. I hear you.
maybe I'm a little bit swayed because I did start off watching the Tobey Maguire type of
So did
Spider-Man,
I,
but I could
yo.
have
So
sworn
did
that
I.
Spider-Man was supposed to be more of like a shy guy who had
No,
anxiety
Toby
and stuff
Maguire
like
is
that.
shy and he has anxiety. If you want to go to
But
certain iterations of Peter Parker, yeah, starting off in high school, he was like that, but Spider-Man essentially helped bring out kind of like what Venom did with his darkest personality. Like Spider-Man helped bring out his personality, which is he's a
Yeah, let
sarcastic
me
kid that always has something to say.
let me say it like this
but
though. Like, there's a difference. Like, he's trying to draw the difference between Spider-Man and Peter Parker. Like Spider-Man with the mask, he's playful and shit like that between fights, and he's stuff talking, joking. Like in games when he was fighting Thanos, a big threat. This is the end of the
mhm.
fucking universe type threat. He's coming left kick. Disrespecting
Yeah.
portal.
He said left kick, roundhouse. He said swing it around. Yeah, shit like that.
Like that, like when he's
But that
like
is
when he's
it's
when he's walking around, it's like even this Spider-Man, he's shy. Like you see him in the new movie, like he's walking around, he's trying to keep his identity hidden. Like
well,
he's
right
like
now as a grown man, the world done forgot him. That's different, right? But
even in the first
But
one, he was trying to
even
keep
though
his identity hidden.
I was
Like
about
he
to
was
say,
like
even in
kind of
the
shy.
but in the first one, he's like, bro, I'll say that Toby Maguire does not start conversations. And when he does start conversations, it's like he
Oh yeah,
chooses the
nah,
most wrongest things to say.
nah. This
And
Peter would shake your hand. Hey, I'm Peter Parker.
yeah, at least Peter, like Andrew and Tom both.
but
Like
I thought that's what his
if they don't
character's
have
supposed to
their
be.
no, no, like it's literally how Andrew and Tom act when their mask is off. That's more. It's like Spider-Man is like Peter Parker is a 5 on the personality scale, but when he puts that mask on, he takes that 5 and turn it to a 10
13.
or
That's
15
pretty much
even.
what Toby
Yeah.
was.
No,
That
Toby literally was the same person. He talked less when he put the mask
Nah, I
on.
can't get. Maybe I
It's
do have to rewatch some of the Toby flicks, but
bro, you
I
can
it
rewatch
just
all of them, and I love like my favorite is Spider-Man 3 because that's nonstop action, and then I love Spider-Man 1 and 2 because I so many memorable stuff. But the strongest points for those movies are literally the villain and the story structure. Like the
Yeah,
acting and dialogue sucks so hard, but the story and villains are so good that it doesn't even matter. Even in 20 years later, looking back, it's like I can still rewatch those movies because how good the stories are.
Bro, nah, hold up.
But
The Venom, the first original Venom, bro, fucking perfect. That's why they had to bring him back in the what was it, Far From Home? Which I never remember the movies by verbatim. The one with all three Spider-Mans. They had to bring that actor for Venom back, bro. Like he could be like the way he switched characters and personalities is fucking crazy.
but either way, I kind of feel like Tom
What's that
Holland has
actor's
like the
name?
opposite of Tobey Maguire, where it's like Toby, you could say Toby's a little bit quiet, but in the scenes where Tom is supposed to be shy, it just seems like it doesn't match his character, or as an actor, it doesn't match who he's supposed to be. Like the scenes with MJ where he's supposed to be stuttering and stuff and shy, it just doesn't seem like it's supposed to be him.
But like even like with the scene with MJ when he has when he's Spider Man, that's when he's his most confident. Like he really didn't even say nothing then. Like when she pulled his mask down and gave him a kiss and shit, he didn't really say much. He just came and left. He probably said
And
like
But
then
three
and
even
then and
words or
then,
some
and
shit.
then think
even
about
in the
Spider.
show with Frank, even in before when he was actually trying to ask MJ out, like it just seems like that's not Toby would be significantly better acting in those parts than Tom.
I mean, I'm not saying Toby wasn't a great actor as Spider Man. I'm not
Break
saying
it
that at
down for
all.
me. How though? Like in terms of like the approach. What do you mean? Because like when Tom asked out
It
MJ, he was stuttering. I got to feel like that's how 20th century high school Gen Z slash millennial kid would ask a girl out that you've been planning to ask, not just a random girl, a girl that you've been planning to ask out the entire school year. So you're like, nah, I gotta be at the right moment. So like he delivered well because he stuttered and then she threw him off game like she was thinking about Spider-Man, he thinking about Dayton. She dropped the
mhm.
ball, and then he just like, fuck, what you say? And then I think something else happened, like they announced something on the phone, and then he was like, okay, yeah, you're right. I'm Spider-Man. Like that was an amazing scene to me.
No,
Like
it
Far
wasn't
From Home is my
bad.
least, I'll say Far From Home is my least favorite, but like the thing that really saved that movie is Zendaya, Tom, and Jacob's acting. Like they spent so much time together in that movie where I just like I loved it. And the way the characters feed off of each other, it works. It works so
Yeah,
well.
no, it wasn't bad. Don't get me wrong. Tom was good in that scene, but I just think the scene would probably match Toby's personality way better because
Toby,
he's just naturally more shy, whereas Tom
Toby,
it just
Toby
does.
would
And
say like
also,
two lines, bro. He like Toby's whole thing is like,
which was
and I'm not
racist.
even saying he's a bad. I don't want people to think I think Toby's a bad. Toby's an amazing actor, and plus, I think one of my favorite projects him in, well, actually would be Spider Man, but like in terms of like non-objectively speaking or speaking objectively, would be like The Great Gatsby. Like in a situation
But
like
Mhm.
that,
you also
playing
gotta like remember though, like you can't really blame Toby 100% for his
for how
dialogue.
they wanted to
Like,
direct the character. Yeah,
yeah,
I was
yeah,
just
he
about to
just
say. So
went
it's like
too
they went
too.
into a more older historical and dramatic approach for Peter Parker, and that's cool. That's fine, but like
That's
that's
because they was
literally the
trying to reach
only
more
iteration of
adults and
Peter
stuff.
Parker that does that.
I think they was trying to meet more of an adult audience though at that time. They wasn't really trying to appeal to like the younger audience, the
Well, yeah,
teenagers,
because they were
adolescents.
scared about how to
Yeah,
take off with a superhero film. So
superhero films. Yeah, but and then now they're not scared at all. They'll take the. They know that they gotta appeal to the younger generation, to the kids and stuff like that for it to really like pick up.
Mm. I see what you mean.
And then Sony had nothing. I mean, Marvel had nothing to do with Tobey Maguire's Spider Man. Like Sony now lets Marvel have their take and like go to
yeah,
points and change up shit and like have like creative some type of creative control in
and,
Peter Parker.
and to even add to that, and I know it's not even Toby's fault. It's really like how Sam Raimi decided to direct the movie. Like, look at the way Toby portrays his character in No Way Home. The nigga got quips. He says things that's like Peter Parker esque. Remember when Ned was like, "What happened to your best friend?" And Toby was like, "I had a best friend, but he died in my arms after he tried to kill me." Literally, as he's like, we don't get that in
Mhm.
any of the Sam Raimi projects. That's how I know I'm not bugging when I say like they didn't give him Peter Parker justice. I know
Yeah,
I'm not bugging. So it's
yeah.
like
You can
even
see
if
he was a
they
little
if they
bit
gave
different.
Toby that chance, I think he would have
They
probably
did.
hands down.
They did kind of though. Like in damn, what is it? Brand new day. Which what's the movie name
And
that
No
I
Way,
really
that's what I'm
like?
saying.
No Way
Other than
Home.
No Way Home showed us like, yes, he actually can do it himself, but also it's like, well, damn, they just directed the character in a different way back then because
Yeah,
we see
Marvel had
in
nothing to do with it though. That's the
yeah,
thing.
because in No Way Home, literally Toby's like, bro. That's not the same Toby. Like you can't tell me watch Spider-Man 2, 3, or 1 and look at No Way Home and tell me like I'm obviously yeah, he grows, he gets older, but like in terms of essence and foundation of personality, that's literally not the same Toby. Like
He
even the
was
part where Andrew was like, I fought a metal, I fought a metal rhinoceros. I'm kind of lame. And then Tom started talking. Toby was like, hold on, back up, back up. I'm still on the you're kind of lame part. You're not lame. And he started giving him positive reinforcement. I'm like, come
yeah.
on, bro. Like that's Peter Parker
Yeah,
right there. That's
Brandy.
Spider Man.
Yeah,
Yeah, his dialogue was more vast. You could tell the difference though about
Yeah.
the
So
writers.
that's really my only thing, the
from,
dialogue.
from what I heard though, Toby was a fan favorite in 3. I keep on forgetting the names of the movies, but everyone says once he made an appearance, the crowd went wild at the movie theaters.
They
That's what
definitely
happened.
did.
Bro, it's
But
nostalgia.
it's
He's
not, I was about to
it's
Yeah,
say
of course,
they're
of
thinking
course,
like, oh, this the
of course.
same Toby. It's not the same Toby. It's not the same Peter, bro.
nah, it's not the same Peter. Nah, but it's
It's not.
nostalgia though, bro. Like that's the first Spider-Man. Like people wasn't really going crazy for Andrew Garfield because his Spider-Man was a couple years ago and his wasn't as really as big as Toby. Toby Maguire fucking
But even if
he
that's the
he
case, bro,
he hold on he spearheaded the Spideyverse, like he started the shit, like he was the
Yeah, that's
first
the one I
like
remember.
live action Spider-Man. He's the first one, so like of course everybody's gonna go wild for Tobey Maguire Spider-Man showing up in the new Spider-Man,
no,
especially when
I
you
don't want
never
people to
thought he
not
would
go
never.
wild because
No,
I went
I'm just
wild.
explaining why people went wild though, like because you would have never expected Tobey Maguire to play Spider-Man for a second time, come back and play Spider-Man. He was supposed to be done with the character.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
they I think they had to pay him a while back for him to come back too.
Yeah, because he was supposed to do Spider-Man 4 and that whole thing, same thing how Andrew Spider-Man 3 went. It was there and then it's not. So
Well, because he wanted a big ass bag though. Like he's the most paid Spider Man, right?
yeah.
He's the highest paid Spider Man. I think he got like 200 million for his movie. Andrew Garfield got 500,000, and Peter Parker gets 1 million or 2 million a movie or some shit. Like I mean, not Peter Parker. Sorry, Tobey Maguire is like
Somehow.
1 million to two. Tom Holland, yeah, he gets 1 to 2 million a movie or something. I don't know what he got for the most recent film, but I know for like 1 and 2, he
That
got
nigga
1 to 2 million or some
he
shit
got
like that.
12 million. He got 12
He got
million.
12 million. That still don't touch nowhere. Well, I'm probably over exaggerating with Toby's. I think he
Yeah,
got
I was about to say,
20
I don't think he
million.
got 200
I
for
think he
one
got
movie.
20
That's a whole
million.
budget. That's
Oh
a
no, I
whole
think he got
budget.
20 million. Yeah, but he's still the highest paid Spider-Man though. They got half of his income on bigger movies. Well, I don't know. Well, yeah, cuz well, he got 12 million for the second highest selling grossing movie ever. That's kind of crazy, bro. They made billions off of that.
People don't, literally all of it's crazy because even though Far From Home is universally accepted as the worst one, the only one of Tom Holland's Spider-Man movie that didn't crack a billion is Homecoming. Like every single one of his movies surpassed, I think, Avengers
What's the
Infinity War.
budget though?
Wait,
What's
so
the budget?
Far From Home
Far
was the
From
worst,
Home, I
is
think
it?
it's like number 6 in terms of like all time USA and even like all time movies released in terms of superhero. Like that shit made
Like
1.2 billion.
oh, box office wise,
Bro, they
Yeah.
made the movie budget was $200 million, and they didn't really even have like big ass advertisement. They went purely off of fucking like just hype
What are you
because
talking
they
about?
got
No Way
really had
Home?
like the newest one, Brand New Day. They
Oh, Brand New Day?
went
Yeah, yeah.
yeah they went purely off of hype, bro. Like it
Well,
was
yeah, of course.
barely they had 2 trailers. Like they didn't really do no big ass press run for it or anything like that. I mean they did a press run of course, but it wasn't like a crazy big ass press run that
Nah,
cost
Brand New
millions
Day
of
press one
dollars.
was OD, bro. They was doing they had the fans doing the trailer thing. I remember it. They was going crazy this whole year. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm. Yeah, I mean with the leaks and stuff like that. I'm
Nah,
talking
I'm not
about
talking about the leaks. I'm talking about when they had the fan. Remember, it was like 3 months ago. They did the Fan Fest thing, where they launched the. They was doing a lot because they had the world tour. Then they did the Empire State Building light up thing with Tom Holland and Zendaya. Then they did the Fan Fest thing. They was releasing videos every
maybe
week
I
for
wasn't that
fans.
tapped in.
Yeah, I about to say they did
Maybe I wasn't
Mexico,
that tapped in.
Brazil. They did South America, Africa, where mad people, they had all fans in Spider-Man masks, basically, hey, Spider-Man trailer dropping in 1 month. And they did that for a month. And then they did the trailer. Yeah, they did a lot of shit for this movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you think the advertisement was really like they really spent a lot of money on it though? Because like they do
I think
those.
they advertised this way more than his previous movies.
Because even
It's
what
just
you're
that,
saying,
it's
it
just
seemed
that,
like
it's
they
just
made
that.
profit from everything they did.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it's just that they literally, it's like, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like this probably also them saying like, nigga, we Spider-Man, we gonna be popping. Cause they
Bro, they
didn't
made a
start
back off the
nothing.
trailer
I'm about to say they didn't start nothing until exactly 6 months before the
6 months
movie dropped.
before. That's maybe why I didn't really like
Yeah,
peep
that's
any of
probably
like the
why.
hype and shit because it like all of it started really quick.
But
And we
soon as
know,
it hit that 6 month and they released that teaser, that
Mm-hmm.
shit flooding. It was
Mm-hmm.
just
and,
nonstop Spider-Man promo.
But it's
and we
crazy
know.
how this no, sorry, go ahead, Ryzen. You
I
speak.
was gonna say, and we know going off those numbers, Sony ain't ever giving back Spider-Man to Marvel.
Oh hell
Nah.
no.
They
Fuck
saw
no.
that easy check over these last few days of
No,
we're
Sony's
keeping this. We
never
don't.
giving
I
up
don't.
that Spider-Man
They're
IP.
probably saying I don't care how many Craven movies we have to make to keep the IP. We'll make them just to
Nah.
have
I
that
think
Spider-Man
I
That's
movie.
only
I
if
think they're about to be
only if
actually
Miles
smart.
Morales don't really like pop like that. I think they'll probably
Nah, I'm about to
keep
say, yeah, they're gonna be
eventually.
smart and focus on Tom and Miles. I think that's what they're
Yeah,
doing. Cause that's the
maybe.
only
Yeah.
like they're already saying Kevin Feige already if Kevin Feige himself is talking about Spider-Man 5, that already lets me know, like, all right, Sony done say, go ahead, take the wheels. Hey, just keep on bringing in the money. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you
That
think
lets me know.
so? Tom Holland gonna have a fifth movie? You think?
He
Oh yeah,
has
he's
he's
actually
gonna
saying
have
that.
another trilogy, 5 and
Yeah.
6.
What?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. You see, bro, like at the end of the movie, like I was just about to ask this question, but we'll just go based off the end of the movie with the end trailer or whatever. What is some shit's called? The end credit
The
scenes or
post credit
whatever.
scene.
Post credit scenes. There you go. Post credit scene. With the Spidey tracker, which I just realized that they created in the first Spider Man. They didn't even put one and two together. But yeah, the Spidey tracker. It said it was like a new Spider Man somewhere, and
That's actually like I ain't gonna lie, one of the dumbest post credit scenes when you really think about it.
but like it said a new Spider Man. It wasn't really even talking about Tom Holland Spider
I
Man. It was
know.
just like
It's
they
like
peeped the new Spider Man, and we got the multiverse coming up. Like I mean, we're in the multiverse saga
but
right
low
now.
key, bro. If you think about it, I really believe they did. I don't. I think it
Unless
means
they
something.
introduce Miles Morales, bro. I'm really stuck on the Miles Morales thing,
I
man.
I think they did something with it, but I really believe also like they probably did that shit for fun because they said it's
I don't
supposed to
think
be
they
for
really ever do anything for fun. But sorry, go ahead.
they said it's supposed to be for when someone spot Spider-Man. That's the only way you get one of those heads to pop up on the app. So if that shit is in space, that means somebody out there is in space, got the Spidey Tracker app, and said, "Yo, Spider-Man is out here."
But you know it was a one way too though. Like if you remember the first movie, with the Spidey tracker, Spider Man used to use those little robotic spiders. And he used to use the Spidey tracker that way to track his spiders and shit like that. So it don't really have to mean that that's
I
somebody
mean, they
spotting
use
Spider
they
Man.
use Ned's app and his voice though, so it has to be
Right.
with this new app that was created.
True. True.
But I don't know if it's.
But if you talk the
I
multiverse
don't think it
though,
has
if you
more. I don't think it has more to do with Spider-Man 5 as opposed to like something with Avengers, Doomsday, or Tinker Wars. I think it's more related to that.
yeah, I was about to say though, like if you because like it's kind of crazy that none of this really set up anything for Doomsday. Really, this last movie right here, you would think that we would have got some type of setup with the multiverse thing. I mean, we got it in not brand new day. What's the fucking one with the three spot? I keep on forgetting, bro. It keeps on slipping my damn mind. And you
You
can
just say
tell
the
me,
last movie.
yeah, the last movie, whatever. You saw in the last movie, we got more multiverse s shit, like with a whole bunch of different characters from different universes coming together. This one, I mean, it brought us Jean Grey. She's from the Fox universe. I mean, that's not even the Fox universe. That's
No,
the Marvel universe.
she's from MCU.
She's the
Yes.
MCU, but like they didn't bring any Fox universe characters or any like nostalgic characters back from any other universe into this
But don't
movie
forget,
to really
it's
set
like
up Doomsday.
it's like what Yelena said. He's dealing with small potatoes.
Small potato.
All potato stuff,
That's not his that's not
literally.
his wheelhouse. He's not gonna be doing the big things until we get it.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah.
gonna pop by. Oh shit, Doctor Doom's invading?
yeah.
Man, I guess I better go help.
Spider-Man, the type of person where like you need him on the team, but like when you setting up, just go over there, gang, until we call you. Like we don't need you on the setup. We just once fists are flying, bring that nigga Peter Parker over here.
But nah,
It's not
that's
even.
but it's because like no everybody's saying the setup for Doctor Doom hasn't been a setup at all. You know what happened behind the scenes with Jonathan Majors and everything. So they really couldn't set up Doom as a villain, and it's cause like
Yeah.
everybody's saying like he's coming up out of nowhere. He really doesn't give the Thanos vibes, like how Thanos was built up over several movies. You would think that like one of the biggest movies, the anticipated biggest movies of the year, that's coming out the same year as the biggest Marvel movie, like Marvel centric movie, they would take they would use this movie to set up Doom in some type of way, or some multiverse setup in this one. But I didn't see any, and maybe because like I said, sometimes I gotta watch a movie a second time to like miss to catch shit I probably missed. So maybe if I watch it the second time, I'll catch like little points or little hints to Doctor Doom or like the multiverse saga coming and the Doomsday. But
I
in
ain't
this one, I
gonna.
didn't really get any hints.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't know that nigga who that nigga Thanos was, is, or was gonna be until that trailer for Infinity War dropped.
Seriously?
I did not know that. First, dude, yeah, I did not know nothing.
Even in the first Avengers movie, he was in the post credit scene.
I, ain't- I when I'm watching the Avengers movie,
Age of
motherfucking
Ultron, he was in a post credit
Loki
scene.
the villain, Ultron the villain. It's like it wasn't until Civil War dropped, and I'm like, oh, Spider Man coming. I like let me rewatch some of these cool movies, and I was rewatching Thor, and I rewatch Avengers 1 and 2, and I was like, oh shit, all of these stones
What?
is connected. That's when I was
Right?
like,
Yeah.
and then when Infinity War dropped, that's when I was like, who's this purple nigga? I'm 100% honest. Who's this purple nigga? And then they was like
And he.
Thanos. I was like, fuck it, we here.
But
Thanos here.
what movie? You had to watch Guardians of the Galaxy though when
Yeah, yeah, and I also watched Guardians of the Galaxy.
and he
So
had a scene in Guardians of the Galaxy with what's his
yeah,
name?
like a post credit scene when the nigga
No, it
got up.
wasn't a post credit scene. He gave the stone to I mean,
Oh, you talking about
what's
when
his
his face
name?
was on the thing?
No, 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 no. On the first one, who was the villain in the first one? I can't remember. Is this Thrax the Destroyer? No, no. Thrax is the one on the fucking what's his name, bro? I can't remember his name. The villain on the first one. Hold on, let me look it up real quick.
You
Who
talking? I know who you talking about, bro.
was
I don't know. I think it's Ronan or something.
Ronan? There you go, Ronan. Yeah, Ronan.
Yeah,
Ronan. He got the Power Stone from
I
Thanos.
know
That
it.
was like the whole thing in the movie.
But his face was like on the screen. Like I'm not,
Nah,
bro.
am I
At the
tripping?
time,
I thought he went to Thanos'
no, no.
throne.
Thanos ain't have a physical appearance until when he did the Fine, I'll do it myself. That was his first physical appearance.
Let me see. Thanos and
I don't
Guardians.
know what movie it was that either. If it was like Guardians 2 or something, but he was like
No, we
fine.
talking about his finest minds. That's the end of Age of Ultron. That's why, because that scene always confused me. Like
Yeah,
when he
yeah.
set
All
up
right, so
Ultron, like I'm so
yeah,
fucking
that was his
confused.
first appearance. Fine, I'll do it myself. Like when I rewatched Ultron, I was like, oh, so this is the nigga. Like, okay, okay. So I ain't gonna lie. When I rewatched the shit, that's when I started watching it for like
Nah, he's
continuing.
on. He sees him on his throne in Guardians of the Galaxy, bro. It's not on the screen.
You said what?
He's
It's
not
not
on the
on the screen.
screen. Nah. Well, go ahead. Keep on going. I'm gonna look at it real quick. I'm just playing on my screen.
No, I'm
But
just
I'm
saying,
just
like,
seeing it from the thumbnail.
yeah, I'm just saying, like, bro, I feel like I could speak from a general audience perspective. Like watching it as a general audience before doing all this YouTube shit, I was like, yeah, I don't know who that nigga is, and I've seen multiple movies. So I was like,
Nah, he goes to Thanos, bro. Look, I'll send it. I'll play it real quick. I'm not gonna play it long because you know they'll strike us and shit. But nah, he goes to Thanos, bro.
even watching Guardians of the Galaxy, I still like part of it was probably also because I didn't give a fuck. But yeah, I didn't really like. I was like, I don't know who this nigga is.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
yeah, bro. Yeah, I didn't. Thanos didn't have enough hype. It's the fact that I know all this comic knowledge I know now that I'm able to peep the Easter eggs. But as an
Look,
open ended general audience fan, I didn't think nothing of it. And all the times he showed up before Infinity War, I was just
look.
like,
yeah,
oh.
He's right here. Look,
I ain't know
this
who
is from
Thanos
Guardians of
was.
the
Yeah, I
Galaxy.
was about to
Right
say,
here.
Barra say the same. He ain't know who that nigga is.
This is from Guardians of the Galaxy. He goes to Thanos' throne. Like he's right there in front of Thanos. Hold on, fucking go, go to Thanos. God damn. See, Thanos is right here on his throne and shit. And I think Thanos turns around to him. So yeah, he was in the first Guardians of the Galaxy. I told you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop sharing. Yeah,
Yeah, I ain't
my
gonna lie.
MCU knowledge is a little bit better than my Boruto knowledge for sure.
I ain't gonna, but it still stands. When watching these movies, I didn't know who that nigga was until I sat in theaters and watched Infinity War.
That's
And I was like,
crazy.
damn. Yeah, bro. No, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna say nobody knew who Thanos was, but like,
I did. I knew the setup for Thanos for sure.
I was like, yeah, bro. I'm just watching these movies just to watch these. Even Guardians of the Galaxy, bro. Like, I was just watching them just to watch them. And I was even gonna say when we was talking about Iron Man earlier, I never watched Iron Man 1. So it's
Oh,
like,
really?
nah, I ain't watched Iron Man. I think I seen 2, but I know I seen 3 because I remember those suits.
Wait, hold on. So you never seen Iron Man 1? That's crazy.
When he was
No,
trapped in a
I
cage,
never,
in
bro.
a cave.
Prior to watching Civil War, the only shit I've seen from MCU was literally, I think I seen one Thor movie, and me
Crazy.
and my girlfriend at the time watched one of the Captain Americas, and it was more so on like, oh yeah, we watching this. I wasn't on some like, oh, this some geek nerd shit, nah, but I was just on some like, oh, we want to watch this superhero movie. But then
Oh,
when I
like you
saw the
wasn't really
Spider-Man
following. You
trailer,
just watching it as a casual,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. As a
casual
casual,
viewing.
like,
Yeah, no, I get
but
it,
then
bro.
even when I
I
went,
get it.
when Civil War dropped, and they're like,
Mm.
oh, Spider-Man's coming back. I was like, hold on, what do I need to do? And niggas was
What
telling
do
me
I need to
MCU.
do?
Yeah, literally, niggas was telling me MCU this. That's when I literally went back
This
and
nigga said, "Wait, what?"
I think I only
Spider
watched
Man.
Iron Man 3. From there, I went straight through all of the Thors. And then after I finished Thor movies, I did Winter Soldier one more time. And I was like, damn, I remember watching Winter Soldier the second time. Because I'm like, damn, this movie is actually tough. And I
Bro,
was
I
actually
said
paying
Thor is my
attention.
favorite character, and I never seen Dark World until recently.
But man, I watched all of that. So after I got
I
through
didn't see.
Thor,
I didn't
and
even know
then
it existed. I was like, "Oh shit, a Thor movie I ain't seen." Watching it.
that, see, I didn't even know when I first got back into Thor. I didn't even know it was like MC. I thought it was just Thor on some Greek mythology or Norse mythology shit. But I was like, oh, this is like MCU, like superhero shit. So I rewatched his movies. Then I went straight to Avengers 1 and then Avengers Age of Ultron. And then when Civil War dropped, nigga, I thought I was ready. After Civil War dropped and they started teasing Homecoming, I went full MCU mode. And that's when I was like, yeah, what's happening? Guardians of the Galaxy. That's when I was watching that. I went back and watched both of those. And then I was ready. And then
I would
eventually,
still call
motherfucking,
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 one of the best MCU movies, bro.
nah, that shit was definitely hard.
One of the best MCU movies. Top five for sure.
But yeah, my early press run, I was just a casual. So from that standpoint, even watching all of, even when I went back and I was like, yeah, I'm doing all this homework because Spider Man's about to come, and after Spider Man, even watching all those movies and look at this point, mind you, it's not like I'm like a casual viewer in terms of media because I'm a Game of Thrones fan, so I've been tuned on Game of Thrones. I know how to look for little shit. Even with that mindset, I didn't really pay attention to that nigga Thanos until Infinity War, bro. I was like, wait, hold on, who is this nigga?
You know, like I can really admit to that because there was a lot of shit that I really didn't pay attention to because I was a casual fan at one
I
point as
swear
well. So
too.
yeah, like cause like I admit like I wasn't really like really deep into it until you guys was like watch Endgame again, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch it again. And I watched Endgame again. I was like, all right, let me watch motherfucking the first Infinity War or not the first Infinity War, the first Avengers movie. And I started watching it,
Yeah.
and I was like, let me watch the first Avengers movie, period. And then I went to watch the first Captain America movie, and I just went from there and just went into a rabbit hole.
And it's crazy because I remember even my math teacher, bro, back in high school, my senior math teacher, nigga named fuck, I forget. He's one of those wild ass, crazy fun teachers. But Mr. Something, I remember at one point we was in one class and the nigga was a geek. And at the time, I started a lot of shit after high school. I don't know why. I guess I was like, fuck it, I'm finna get into TV and media. But I remember at the time they was talking about Game of Thrones, and I didn't really watch the show at that time. But I call him Mr. S because his name started with the S. I forgot what his name was though. But
Bro,
Mr.
if
S
you
was
say
saying
his
something.
name, we're not gonna know
Oh yeah, I'm about to say it
what
wouldn't
you're
matter to
saying.
y'all anyway. But he was saying something, and then they was talking about Avengers. At this time, I think Age of Ultron, it didn't drop yet. Nah, it was just well, yeah, it did drop yet. It's just that they didn't have we didn't have Avengers 3. I don't know what was the latest movie out. But I remember they was arguing which Avengers was the best, and I was obviously quiet in the conversation. But then he was like, he said something about like, remember in the part where Thor was fighting Iron Man, and he was like, "You want me to drop the hammer or something?"
Like, not a
I
good
remember Mister
idea.
Mister S said that shit so loud one day in class, and I was so confused. Like, what the fuck is he talking
Oh
about?
shit, my bad, my bad.
And every time I think about that scene, or when I watch that scene, I'll be like, "Damn, that's funny as hell." Because he was like, "My favorite nigga." He went up to my desk. He was like, "My favorite scene is like, you want me to drop the hammer?" And he screamed right in my face. I was like, "Damn." But yeah, all that I was straight casual, man. I ain't know none of this shit.
Yeah, I
You about to
still
say,
wouldn't
bro?
know nothing about it. But speaking, since there's a new Spider-Man movie, continue on with the lore of Brand New Day. Does Ned know who Peter is, or was that just
Bro,
off
it
of
seemed
like?
like the handshake kind of like broke the spell because if you know anything about Ned, Ned is like supposed to be naturally a magic user. Like in the last movie, they kind of like emphasize on that. So I think it has to something. I think it really has something to do with that. Like Peter started to do the handshake with him, and then like kind of like unlocked a memory or something in him, or like something. It has something to do with the spell and something to do with Ned. I know for sure.
Yeah, I think it's something like that too, for sure.
Mm.
Same.
I've been hearing some theories that Jean Grey kind of altered their memories and kind of gave them back some memories because she kind of did that with somebody in
It's
the past. I
possible.
forgot. I think it
Yeah,
was
I think
it's
I think when it
possible.
comes, yeah, I think when it comes to Zendaya and Ned, I think Jean was the one who did it for Zendaya, and for Ned, it might have been the handshake. So I
Yeah,
think
cause
it's Zendaya for Jean specifically, either because she felt bad for what she did to Peter,
hmm
or just because for some reason, somehow, some way, I don't know. Either way, they showed like MJ was
fucking
the only
Ned
one
was like kind of
crying.
OP.
Yeah, but she was the only one crying when everybody
yeah.
was frozen. So it's like, why the fuck are you crying? Unless
Mhm.
memories are coming back to you and you just remember you just said some effed up things to Peter, and now all of a
Bro,
sudden you got the memories back. So that could be like that.
Jean Grey character was OP, bro. Like she was breathing for Peter, bro.
Or
Yeah.
this not even the start, bro. Cause she just unlocked telekinesis even in
Yeah,
at the end of the
yeah. At
movie.
the
She
end of the
literally
movie,
just unlocked that shit. I was like, bro.
yeah.
So so from this point forward, well, first thing, two questions: will she be in the Spider-Man movie continuations? And two, will she be a good character in the future?
I mean, they set them up to really like have a relationship because like when Peter had nothing, he kind of like built a little bond with Jean Grey, like this
Yeah.
girl running around. She has nothing too. He kind of feels for her. Like
I,
I don't know if she's gonna be in like the new continuations, but she's definitely gonna be a part of the Marvel universe. This Sadie Sinks Jean Grey. You're gonna
I
see
Yeah,
think
I
her
that
think
in the next movies.
now go ahead, Ryzen.
I think it's more of like backdooring X-Men characters. Like, okay, we have Jean Grey. It's like when we do get like the MCU X-Men, she'll be there. Kind of like how we got Peter Parker in Civil War
Yeah.
beforehand. Then we got introduced to his movies. So
Yeah.
I think it's a crumb right now. Then we're gonna have Doomsday, which I think will put an end to like the Fox X-Men, like the other universes, which allows us to
Mm.
get that reboot of the new X-Men with Jean
Yeah.
and like
And I think
the
they're really gonna like. I think Marvel's gonna take the initiative because, like, in the other X Men movies, Wolverine he kind of took up a lot of the spotlight on the like the first
Yeah.
X Men movie. So I think they're really going to give these characters their own movies and shit like that, and like you're going to be able to really follow their journey, kind of like how
Yeah.
they did Thor and Iron Man and everybody like that. Hopefully we don't just get
man,
the
are they
reboot
gonna do
saga and just get
Cyclops
all the X Men.
justice?
I
They
hope
better
so.
because
I hope
I grew
so.
up thinking falsely like X-Men meant the Wolverines team.
Yeah,
Falsely.
same.
Yeah,
Like I
that's what
grew
I'm
up thinking
saying.
that.
That's what I'm
So I was
saying.
like, that's fake news.
I mean,
That
we had Wolverine in the X-Men at one point.
Yeah. Literally.
yeah,
But I ain't
yeah.
gonna lie. I think they're doing a good. I trust them because in most of the animated shows, Peter Parker he plays this same role where like he's the lone hero, but he has ties to the Avengers, he has ties to the X-Men, he has ties to other superhero group like the Fantastic Four, and like he might have one-offs where he teamed up with them. So like he's building rapport, like we see with Yelena, he has rapport with her. So maybe the new Avengers might need Spider-Man on the team up. Hey, I got Peter's number, and now he has this
Small potential.
relationship. Yeah, exactly. And then he got this relationship with Jean now. So eventually, once the X-Men start to come into their own, she might remember one of these days, like, oh yeah, I could lock in with I know someone who could help.
Now
He
watch
probably
this. Watch this. The X-Men are throwing their pitchforks at Peter for making the inhibitor. Then Jean defensive.
literally. Do you think people would be mad if they try to like gloss over the fact that Peter made the prototype for it, or you think they should make it an emphasized
I
thing?
think they should
I
call him
think
out
they
on it.
should.
Like
Yeah.
I feel like I think Free Game said this earlier on. They never really glossed over the fact that Tony helped create Ultron,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
there was always consequences. Like we still had the Sokovia Accords because of
hmm
that. We still had them talking about that. So I think it should be something. Oh yeah, Peter. Regardless of what you wanted to do, regardless of your good intentions,
Yeah.
you did create this technology, and you just left it there for anyone else to pick
We
up and reverse engineer.
we could also see him do a Tony Stark because I always whenever I watch Civil War I'm like that's the main reason why Tony was on the government side, because he was the one who created Ultron. He was like, I fucked up. He's like, I need to make it right somehow, Cap.
That's why he
Turn yourself
created
in.
the Department of Damage Control, and you see what that's fucking
Literally.
doing for everybody. I'm telling you, everything Tony touches, bro, turns to fucking rubbish, bro.
Hey
Like,
man.
I don't know about that.
I mean,
But
like
not, but
master
not,
like student, I guess.
I
but
love
not
Tony.
Bara.
This is from a Tony Stark fucking fan. I love Tony Stark, bro. Like
But
my room, my Roku TV is called Tony's room, bro. Like
Tony's
Stark's
room is
room.
crazy.
Stark's room. My bad.
But
Stark's
nah,
room.
to answer the second part, Bara, Jean's gonna be like top
Oh, he's
tier,
fire.
amazing character. She's one of my favorite. Like
I see Jean Grey having her own standalone movie and
she
Spider-Man
can. I think
together.
it
That'd be
should
fire.
definitely before we get the X-Men movie, it should be like a mutant movie or a Jean Grey movie for
That's what
sure.
I'm saying, bro. They gotta separate.
Man,
them.
that new
We
Age
gotta get a
Phoenix Force
Cyclops movie.
gonna go crazy.
Set
Yeah.
in Cyclops backstory. We gotta get a Jean Grey story. They can't make the same mistakes they did in the first X-Men. Even
Hands
like
down.
when
As
they
long
tried to
as
reboot the X-Men.
we already got a good Jean Grey. As long as we get a good Rogue and a good Cyclops, I'm good. I don't give a
No,
fuck
no, here's
who
what's
they
gonna
cast.
happen.
I
Here's
don't
what's
give a
gonna
fuck who
happen.
they cast.
The stupidest thing is gonna happen. You're gonna
Don't
get
say
your
that.
Cyclops, right? You're gonna get your peak Cyclops, but for some reason, the new whoever the new Wolverine actor will be is gonna be so popular with the fans. Marvel's gonna say, you know what? Yo, can we move Cyclops out a bit? Focus more on Wolverine,
Nah, I
No
and
think.
then we're gonna and then we're gonna get crying, depressed Cyclops like we do in like all these shows where Wolverine's the
I
main
think. I
character.
think they're missed opportunity if they cast Wolverine. They don't need to cast Wolverine in this new MCU. We don't need. Honestly, I
They
feel
could
like
though. Like
since we're taking a different approach. Well, they actually already mentioned Wolverine in the MCU already, so he might already be.
I mean, he
But
is from Deadpool. Deadpool brought him into the MCU.
well, yeah, the article actually, because there was a news article. There was like man with claws fighting in bar. I forget what's the name, what
I
it
think I know
was.
which
Yeah,
one you're talking about. Yeah,
yeah. So
damn.
I'm like that
What
could.
movie was that? Fuck.
I, so that could be what's the name? That could be either the Deadpool
What you mean
Wolverine
could mean?
or
That
that's what I'm
could
saying.
be.
It's either it could be or it could be
Oh, you like the recasted
616.
Wolverine? Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say 616 had Wolverine all this time, but like if they just like say fuck it and then don't give us a Wolverine and just bring like all the original X-Men are homegrown in MCU and then they just bring X-23 from the Foxverse and just be like, hey, she's
Yeah.
gonna be our Wolverine for now. Like, hey, ain't nobody. I don't
Nah,
think
man.
anybody will be mad at that, bro.
Give us comic book accurate short man Wolverine, like in fucking Deadpool, where he hops off the stool and he's like 3 feet tall. We need that Wolverine, so he's not interested no more.
If they, I was about to say,
No,
if
but
they do, yeah, we're gonna have to get a Wolverine where like they're
nah,
gonna have
but
to treat him like how X-Men 97 treat him. Like he's a
nah,
good, great supporting character, but not the main character.
but they could do Wolverine kind of how they did Tony Stark though. Like Tony Stark was like they could have kept on doing Iron Man
They're gonna
movies
fall
or
into the
whatever because
same thing,
no,
bro.
but like they can make a 3 Wolverine movies, right? Just like eat off that shit and then bring in other characters and just put Wolverine in their movie to hype up the movie. He don't even have to have that big of a part in it. Like how Tony Stark disappears in Spider-Man and certain
But Pete
series and
though,
shit like that.
like, cause Tony Stark, he's starting at a different level. Like right now, we going to the main Marvel content, the main like MCU blew up the little potato stuff, like the
Yeah.
Avengers,
Iron Man wasn't really
all
a
this,
big thing. Yeah.
literally the Avengers, Guardians, all the little potato stuff. The big
hmm
potato stuff is the stuff they're just like the X
Well, cause
Men,
I will agree with that. 'Cause I
Fantastic
never heard of
Four.
Guardians of the Galaxy until the
I
fucking
never heard of
MCU.
none of these niggas. All I knew was X Men, Fantastic
I know
Four,
I knew the
Hulk,
Fantastic Four, Hulk. Yeah, I knew all that.
Hulk and
X Men.
Spider Man, bro. And the
That's
Avengers,
crazy. I knew a
I
lot
don't
of
even, I
names.
can't,
Period.
I'm not gonna lie and say I never heard of them niggas. Cause if you would have showed me Iron Man back in the day, I would recognize like the suit.
Yeah.
But like, I wouldn't be able to tell you the one Avenger, nigga, let alone the starting five.
Bro,
Like,
I knew that because of the cartoons though. Like
I
I used to
wouldn't
watch the
eat.
cartoons coming up. But
I
like I
would
was
not.
more of a DCU fan coming up though. Like honestly, I was watching more of the Justice League and shit like that when I was
The only
growing
reason
up.
I knew of Captain America, bro, was because of there was like a Capcom game or something. Wasn't there a Capcom game with Captain America or like Marvel characters versus
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
only reason I
Marvel
knew of
versus
Captain
Capcom.
America. Yeah, that's
Marvel
the
versus
only
Capcom, I
reason.
think it was. Yeah. I used to think Captain America was a lame ass character, bro.
Yeah, I just
So like you're right with that though. Like the MCU really blew up the smaller characters and stuff
they
like that.
yeah. So right now they on the big potatoes. They don't have to like.
They
We
had no
needed three
choice
Iron
though
Man
at that
movies.
time though.
We needed three Iron Man movies to fuck with Iron Man.
Well,
Like you know you
no, I
I
mean
know like
the first movie really put people on that. Like people wouldn't
it
have fucked with
did,
the
but
other
like if
two
they
because
just
they
would have
wouldn't
did
fuck with the
Iron
first
Man
one.
1, if they would have just did Iron Man 1 and said fuck it, he wouldn't be like I'm pretty sure by the time we got through Iron Man 2 and to Avengers 1, they was like, yeah, this nigga Tony gotta be the face.
But
They
he
was like,
had
yeah.
no other choice but to be the face though. Like they really leaned on Tony Stark, like spearheading the MCU. They
Nah,
really,
because
yes, they
it was
did,
low
bro. They
key.
had no
Nah,
other IPs. They had no other characters really to lean on.
bro,
They
we
they
got
sold
BTS.
all of their movies.
I'm saying Fox originally, like the original MCU was gonna include the the Fox X-Men and Toby Spider-Man. And they even got like, cause these niggas was in talks of doing all of that stuff.
Yeah, because
And
just deleted scene
yeah, I about to say
somewhere
this,
there with Nick Fury saying "man," like a man with knives and like a
and then
spider guy.
Spider-Man, and then even the deleted scene with Spider-Man on set with the X-Men and stuff like that. So like they
Toby
had
Spider
plans to
Man.
yes, Toby
Oh
Spider-Man.
really? Oh
Yeah,
shit, I
they
didn't
had
know that.
plans to connect all of these. And if that would have happened without a shadow of a doubt for game, Iron Man would have been pushed to supporting cast character and it would have been Toby and Hugh Jackman
No,
universe.
definitely no, for sure, for
It
sure, for
would have been
sure.
their shit. But the
But
fact that
something
Sony
behind
and
the
Fox
scenes
was so
happened where it
stubborn,
didn't happen. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they had no choice, just like I said, had no choice but to make Iron Man the spearhead character, and they did a fucking fantastic job. Now Iron Man sits up there with Wolverine,
but
Spider
that's the
Man, and
thing.
all
That's
these
what I'm
other
saying.
people.
They don't have to do that for like these characters. Like Jean Grey, she don't need
No,
three
they don't.
movies.
I,
She
I
because
mean, you know,
we know what the
But
fuck
they
she about.
kind of do though, because the MCU's been at a fucking at the lowest point it's ever been really in a long time. Like
I think
people
that's
be
just
saying
Twitter talk now because Thunderbolts broke records.
yeah,
Fantastic
you're
Four.
gonna name about like 5 movies out of like 25, 30 movies that came out in the multiverse saga. It's been mad
Cool,
movies, like 15 movies. I mean, that came out in the multiverse saga.
cool.
You're gonna name about like 3 movies from the multiverse saga that was actually
We're
released.
talking from the last 4 years because
Yeah.
the multiverse saga has been like on going almost going on to 8 years now. Endgame came out what
And name how many new releases from the
2019.
multiverse saga?
In the last 4 years, they've had their
Guardians of
biggest
the Galaxy
movies.
3 was
In
probably
the
one of the
last four
best.
years, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Fantastic Four,
No,
Thunderbolts,
Fantastic
Spider
Four was
Man, No Way.
fucking ass. Come on, bro. Like
We're
you
not
can't
talking
talk
about
that
opinion.
shit
I don't like it as much, but we're not talking about opinions, free game. We're talking about
about sales.
results. We're talking about results. Yeah,
I
Fantastic
think
Four.
the Fantastic Four bombed, didn't it?
It bombed originally, but they're basing all of their future, like how they're progressing. Fantastic Four right now, it went under a short revisionist history, meaning like it didn't wait like a year before people started to spin back and like the movie. It only took them like 3, 4 months, and now everybody changed their opinions. Me, I still have the
Well,
same
because
opinion on
Doomsday
Fantastic
is
Four.
coming out, so people going back to watch the shit to
But
fucking.
this people are like, if you look on the critics and Rotten Tomato scores, the last 4 years, all of the movies are better than the ones 4 years prior to that. So from like when we got like Far From Home, when we got like Multiverse of Madness, when we got, even though I love Shang-Chi, that era,
Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings was good.
yeah. And I think
Multiverse of
honestly,
Madness was up and down though. It wasn't really all the way good all the way through. Like it
but
had
even
its
with that
moments.
era, the only two good movies they had was Eternals and Shang-Chi. Like
And
that
the
we can
Eternals didn't even do
agree.
that good. I'm talking about like from a business standpoint though. Like at the same time, like
I'm
their
saying
movies wasn't
from a
really starting.
business standpoint, the only movies that they would even consider at the table was Eternals and Shang-Chi. And we see they stopped talking about both of those sequels. And now
Hmm.
we go here into this era with I think the earliest iteration, what is that, like Wakanda Forever? Correct me if
Yeah.
I'm wrong. Like Wakanda Forever, and then we moving up to Thunderbolts, which everybody loved. Fantastic Four, very you know what I'm saying? He says, she says, depending on you, and then we get No Way Home. Like,
But
come
all
on,
right,
bro.
but
Like,
then what about like you got movies like the Marvels, you got movies like
that's like 7, 8 years ago, though. I'm saying
no,
the
I'm saying
last
the
4 years.
multiverse saga.
But I said
I'm
the
talking about
last
the
4 years
I'm talking about the
because I'm saying
multiverse
at this
saga
point,
at a
we already hit the point where you said like because you were saying something like Marvel's at a low point, but I'm like, we already hit the curve where like
It's getting.
they're not at that low point no more. They're
No,
not.
they're gaining back their fans and shit. Yes, for sure. But I'm saying like for a while they was losing a lot of fandom. That's why the movies, like the good movies that you're talking about right now, they didn't do that well in the box office because people didn't have that fucking trust in Marvel to go buy tickets and sit down in the theaters to go watch the
Bro, the
movie.
lowest one was like Fantastic Four, and that shit hit like
But
what?
Pete though, no, I'm just saying like it was doing they was doing lower numbers than they previously was when shit first started coming off. When phase 1, 2, 3, 4 was out, like they were doing amazing. And then they hit this slump where nobody was really trusting them to go to see the movies. That's why the Thunderbolts failed. Like I didn't even know about Thunderbolts. So you said something about it. I was like, oh shit, there was a new fucking Marvel movie, and he said it's good. Let me check it out. And I checked out Thunderbolts, and I absolutely loved it. But that was on Disney Plus. I didn't go to the movies and sit down and watch that. I think that like happened to a lot of people, like where they was like, yo, I'm not gonna really go sit down in the movie theaters to go watch a Marvel movie. I'll wait for it to come out on Disney Plus, and it come out on Disney Plus, and mad people watch it. So like they get that backdraft of people who watch it, and it's more popular now. But at the time, they wasn't really selling. So now they're getting their fans' trust back. So they gotta know that they gotta put out banger movies. Doomsday can't fail. If it fails, Marvel's like done for, bro. Like if Doomsday fail, bro, like they're done for. But if it succeeds, they're going to be at a high trajectory all over again.
I
So
get
like
it,
that's
but
why they're putting a lot of their fucking
I
eggs
get,
in one basket with
I don't.
Doomsday.
I'm not saying, bro. We all agree the multiverse saga lost damn near everybody.
That's all I'm saying. That's
I'm not
all I'm
arguing
saying.
that a lot. I'm
That's
saying
all I'm
they
saying.
already hit that curve where they've
No, they
been
definitely did.
they've
They
been
definitely did.
consistently dropping better stuff, like
Yeah.
opinionated wise, but also in terms of like, even if we're not fucking with it ourselves, like the numbers are there, like beyond, like
You heard they stopping doing
their
television shows, right?
highest, like their highest movie of all time, like their highest movies, like three of them come from the multiverse saga, bro.
You
Like
know they're
that's what I'm
stopping
trying to
doing.
say.
You know they're stopping doing the television shows though, right?
I know,
Because
but
they're
that doesn't.
oversaturating shit.
But their multiverse saga still also gave them three of the, like, not their, just their like highest movies of all time.
But because they put out 15 to 17 fucking movies. Look how many movies
Nah,
leading
it's
to the
not because of that.
multiverse.
It's because
Bro, no, no,
the times
hold
that
on.
they did
You're gonna if you
succeed.
put out like 20, 30 movies, at least 3 of them is going to succeed really
Nah, it's
big. Come on,
because they
that's
know
20.
the times that they did succeed, they drop in the stuff that we all wanted, the things that we were expecting. Spider-Man
Who the fuck
inevitably
wanted
is gonna
Thunderbolts?
succeed. Everybody loved the Thunderbolts. Everybody
I
said
said
the
who
Thunderbolts was
wanted
basically
the
like a
Thunderbolts.
love
No, no, no,
letter
no, no.
to.
I didn't say that. I said who wanted the Thunderbolts. Like who wanted a fucking Thunderbolts
Who
movie? Like
requested
did
it?
you say did you sit there and was like, God damn, man, they need to make a damn Thunderbolts movie. Shit, we
Nah,
need the
you
Thunderbolts
asking
in the
me? I didn't know
MCU.
who the fuck the Thunderbolts was until the Thunderbolts
Exact
dropped.
the fuck Lee, bro. So what I'm saying is
But
like they
that doesn't change the fact that we knew all of these characters from in the Infinity Saga that everybody claims to love.
and Thunderbolts?
Yes, all of these
Who?
characters are coming from Ant-Man. These characters are coming from Black Widow. Like all of these,
What's
none of these characters were
Natasha?
introduced in none of these characters were introduced in the Thunderbolts movie. That
Mm-hmm.
was none of their first
Mm-hmm.
projects of MCU.
Yeah, it
I,
was.
I thought
Yeah, it
Ant-Man was
was
a new
Century.
character. I ain't gonna lie.
No, that was none of their first projects.
Where's
The
Century at?
newest character on the Thunderbolts team was Yelena,
Bob?
and she's the leader.
Where did
No,
Bob
well,
come from?
actually,
What other movie was Bob
Bob,
in? That's what I was saying.
Bob is the newest. Bob and Yelena are the newest characters on the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, because we had
So you
the
saying
Captain America dude. He came from fucking Captain America and the Winter Soldier or some shit. No, I'm sorry. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That TV show that damn near nobody watched. You didn't even watch it. Like you still refused to watch it. I said it was actually really good. I fucking loved it. But like he came from that TV show. The Phasing Girl came from what movie? I can't remember what movie fucking she came from.
Ant-Man.
But was it Ant-Man? She was the one that couldn't stop like phasing through shit, right? Like, okay, yeah, she was in Ant-Man. I remember that now. Thank you for bringing that back up. And then who else?
That's Master. She was from Black Widow.
Who?
The one that died. She was introduced in Black Widow.
Oh,
It
okay,
dropped
okay.
literally right after Endgame came out.
And where did what's her name? I can't remember her name. What's her name? The girl, the chick who made Century. What's her name?
Valentina.
Yeah, Valentina. Like, what movie was she, or a TV show did she come from? I know she was in something
She,
else before.
I think that was her first time visually being produced, but
Really?
they mentioned her. Yeah, they just like we didn't know she was the one who was doing all that other shit. Because I think back in the other Avengers movie, when they were like,
Tower and everything.
yeah, they were like somebody bought the Avengers Tower and someone's been selling all this stuff. It turned out to be her. So
Okay.
yeah.
I was like, I knew
So
she was
all of these
part of
people had ties, but like I'm not saying like I just think a lot of the opinions like, bruh, ooh, though they actually have
They
been
took the
producing
lamest
bangers.
characters and put them in them, except for Elena. That's the only
They
reason
have
why
been
I put.
producing
That's the only
bangers.
reason why I put Spider-Man Brand New Day from a 10 to a 9 because I was expecting something that never happened.
But even then,
They
though,
hit me with a bait and
I think
switch.
I think all of these movies, bro, have hit over 500 million, like half a billion. Like I'm trying to
What?
figure out what's considered a failure these days, because like these niggas is pulling in. I think How
Well,
much did
it
Fantastic
depends.
Four pull in?
You
Okay, let's
gotta.
see.
That's why I always ask about. You gotta compare the budget to how much it pulled in though. Like you gotta
That's why
compare
I'm.
the budget, and then like you
But
gotta consider
Fantastic
their
Four shouldn't
advertisement as
have had a
well.
crazy budget.
I don't think it was like
Fantastic Four
two.
CGI was out this fucking world. That budget for Fantastic Four was definitely high.
How much
So
did it pull in?
For Thunderbolts, at least from Wikipedia, worldwide it grossed a total of 382.4 million.
And what was his growth? I mean, what was his budget? Because if
Well,
it
how
doesn't
much
double
is a
the
good
budget,
gross? What's a
if it
good
doesn't, you
gross?
gotta double the
Depends
budget
on
of
the
the movie.
budget.
You gotta double the budget of the movie for it to be considered a success. So how much was his
It,
budget?
it said that to break even, they needed to reach
They hit
425 million.
How much? 125 million to break
425 million.
Even?
So the
They
budget
didn't
was
break
like
even with that. That's what I'm saying. It was a failure.
So
in
they
box
lost
office.
money on the
Making
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. They probably got that. You know what? They don't even really
Well,
make. That's why they're going to stop the TV shows because they don't really make money off the TV shows because you can only watch it on Disney Plus, and they rely on new subscriptions and everything for Disney Plus. When you watch a show on Disney Plus, it's not really gaining revenue. It's not like YouTube when you watch something, it's gaining revenue from the ads.
the shows are ass. I'm not talking.
No,
I
no,
ain't
no,
bringing
no,
up the
no,
show.
no,
I ain't bringing
no,
up
no,
the
no,
shows
no,
for
no,
a
no, no,
reason.
I'm
You
not saying.
activating,
I'm
bro?
not. No, some
Why
of the
you
shows is actually
activating?
fire, bro. What you mean?
Nah,
Come
the
on,
show.
WandaVision
We're
wasn't fire,
general.
bro.
If we're generalizing, like you
Loki
said,
season 1 and 2
25.
wasn't
Like you
fire.
said,
Like,
I'm saying though, like you said,
oh,
free game.
okay.
If you do
Nah, yeah,
25 and 3, so if
yeah.
we generalizing, yeah, the shows are ass. I'm not arguing against the shows being ass. I'm saying I believe a lot of people are believing the overall direction to be
The
one
only
way
ass
when it's
show was Secret
actually not.
Wars, honestly. Secret Wars was the only ass show. Just to be,
So for
just to be
Fantastic
real.
Four,
Let me pull up your page.
worldwide, it grossed 521.9 million. So it did
And
more
what
than
was the-
Thunderbolts.
Okay, but what was this? What was the
Budget.
for it?
So, what couldn't have been a lot.
It had to be because this Fantastic Four was setting up Doomsday, bro. It had to be, and it was bringing the Fantastic Four into the MCU universe, bro. It had to be. They had to put a lot of.
All right,
money
well,
into
watch
that movie.
this. Watch this. What's it called? Thunderbolts was what 300 something?
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, I don't see you pulling up anything. 200. It grossed 200. I'm telling you, that shit lost money. I bet you it lost.
I'm trying to find the budget.
Stop it.
I bet you it lost money. I bet you the Fantastic Four. Nobody was fucking worried about the Fantastic Four. Let me see.
The Fantastic Four is like a childhood favorite to a lot of people.
Nobody they fucking did terrible jobs with the other Fantastic Four movies, and nobody was really like hyped about it. What was the?
I don't know. Disney did a decent job.
For it, they did better than. No, I can even say they did better than the other
Okay.
Fantastic Four movies. So budget for MCU Fantastic Four. Let me see.
Okay, the number I'm getting is 229.6 million.
Well, I'll say this. I'll say this. I'll say this because it plays into like we've been saying they've been dropping ass
The budget
shows.
was 200 million, bro.
I'll say that. Now I'll cater to what you were alluding to earlier. I'll cater to what you're alluding to earlier.
It doesn't make money, bro. They gotta make almost double the amount to break even.
Didn't they make? We just said they made 500 something.
Oh, you said 500 something?
Are you talking about Fantastic Four?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, compare 500 something though to
the budget was 200
Spider-Man. Okay, and Spider-Man Brand New Day was 200 something. And you
But
said
we talking about the Drakes of the world. We talking about like the LeBrons.
All right, no, because no.
Really
listen though,
like
but
it should be the Kendrick Lamar of the world at least.
But listen though, we're talking about it also at the time where, remember, we were saying
MCU was in a downfall. Yeah.
Yes. So like everybody's gonna be like, yeah, when it drop on Disney Plus, I'ma watch it. I was not going to watch the Thunderbolts in theaters. It was just that My
I was
friend,
gonna.
my homeboy who rented the theater, I never looked at whatever movie he rented for his birthday because he rented the theater for mad people. And I was just like, I just remembered the day. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta go to what's the name Sting on so and so day. I sat down, I saw the Marvel logo. I was like, oh fuck, what movie is this? And it was like Thunderbolts. That's the only reason. If not, I probably would have saw it on Disney Plus. So that plays into the factor. My thing is revisionist history is actually a thing because if we look at all of the critic reviews for all of these movies now,
Mhm.
like they're all above, like way above on the high score, like highly rated score.
Fantastic Four was trash.
But
I'm never
quick
gonna agree
side
with
note.
that. It was
If
really
we
good at the beginning.
If you're asking me my opinion on Fantastic Four, yeah, I didn't like the movie like that, or I was
They did
disappointed.
Galactus fucking
Nah, it's
But
crazy.
terrible.
that doesn't change the fact that it has a high score on Rotten Tomatoes. So once it got to Disney Plus, people were like, "Oh, I actually fuck with this." It was
All
just
the
that they
setup
didn't
was
pay for it.
the Silver Surfer, bro. They should have just kept the Silver Surfer and said fuck Galactus, bro. Why was Galactus even included? The Silver Surfer made the fucking movie. Like it was a good movie. It was just the ending with Galactus was just fucking terrible, bro. Like you just had this big fucking kaiju thing walking around the city, and there was a
I
lot of
admit it, if you're
like,
watching it as like a longtime fan, because I grew up a Human Torch fan too, but I coming into this movie, I'm watching it for Doomsday. So I was excited regardless. Like I knew from beginning to end, it's like, hey, I just need to see what these characters doing now so I don't be confused in Doomsday. Like that was my whole reason for most of these movies anyway.
yeah,
So
me too,
like,
bro.
so I
Me
get it.
too.
If you're
Yeah,
straight
I
up
get it.
Fantastic Four purist and you
I'm not
watch
a
that shit,
Fantastic Four purist, and I was like, this is fucking trash.
yeah, well, yeah, it was trash. Well, yeah,
No,
even
okay. Let me
my
stop putting the
homeboy who I
trash
know,
label on it. Let me stop putting the trash because my only gripe with the movie is Galactus. That's my only gripe with the movie
really,
is Galactus. Bro, he came to Earth, picked up a big ass fucking chunk of the ground and sniffed it. What the fuck was that? I was like,
my
what the?
gripe, my
I mean,
gripe is
he's
with
sniffing his food.
my gripe is with the Fantastic Four. Them niggas like the nigga Reed stretched 6 feet. Like I'm six
I
feet
don't like
tall.
this Reed Richards. I don't
That
like this Reed
nigga,
Richards, bro. They should have
that
casted a
nigga
better
stretched
actor for
like
him.
a rubber band you found in your couch for 15 years ago. Like you don't pull too hard and the nigga gonna break. Like we barely seeing the powers. And I talked to my homeboy about the movie. He was like, "Yeah, bro."
Yo, they
He was
ran out of
more
budget.
harsh than I was. He was like, "That shit was fast."
Stretching budget.
Yeah.
Literally stretching the budget. That shit was yeah. But hey, for
But
Doomsday's sake, it was a good movie.
quick side note, I wouldn't be surprised if their backup plan for a hypothetical X-Men movie is to cast that 6'2" Wolverine actor. See how the first the first X-Men movie does, and if it flops, all right, we're going back to Plan B.
Nah, we
Wolverine's the
need
leader again.
we need comic accurate 3'5" Wolverine, bro. We don't need a tall Wolverine. If they want to get they made Spider-Man more comic accurate, bro. Let's make Wolverine more comic accurate. You gotta be
Yeah,
shorter than everybody. Come on, let's do it.
I don't. But low key though,
Give a midget their
Nah, dude, watch them
Give
give
a
Hugh
midget,
Jackman.
bro. The midget community, I
A
think that's a
short
slur.
person,
I think that's a
a
slur.
little
A little
person.
person. My bad.
Yeah.
Give the little people community their time to shine. The little people community has Wolverine.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Give them
be
their
surprised
just due.
though. But I wouldn't be surprised if they give Hugh Jackman a deal he can't refuse, and then he really does play Wolverine
He
until he's
says he's
90.
down with it. He says he's down with it, and they can de-age you with CGI and stuff like that. They can make you look younger. So I
Well,
don't see why not.
But like if we think about it, canon Wolverine isn't really that short. He's like what, 5'3"?
he's like
It's
I
not.
I
think
about
he's
to
like
say,
4 something, bro.
nah, he's like 5'3",
He's like
5'3", 5'4".
5'3", so he's over
me
five
see.
5 feet. So like that's
How
not
tall
that
is
short.
comic
Well, how old is he?
That's
How old is
little
he?
as fuck, bro. What do you
He's an
mean,
old
five
man.
three? Have you ever stood next? I'm 6 foot, bro. Have when I stand next to somebody who's 5'3", bro, elbow width size, bro. What are you talking about? They're up to my elbow. So 5'3" is
Could,
very small.
but
4'11", that's midget. Oh, sorry, little people. That's when you're legally a
could
little
he?
person at 4'11", and he's like
Wait a
what,
second.
4 feet off of it. He's Tory Lane's height. You saw what happened with Tory Lanez when he was rapping and he hopped off the chair and he was the
He
same
was the
height, bro.
same height.
Wolverine
Listen,
and Tory Lanez is the same height. Come on, bro. He's little.
but
Kevin Hart, bro. All right, put Kevin Hart. Did you say Kevin Hart next to Shaq? I know
Kevin
that's
Hart's like 5'6" though.
a wild. No, Kevin Hart's 5'6" and he still is fucking tiny, bro.
He's
You see how
taller.
little
He's
he is
taller.
next to a
Now I'm
lot of
saying he's
people.
taller than Wolverine canonically.
But you see,
So we
okay,
need
so
someone like
Wolverine is
around his
shorter.
height.
So Wolverine's shorter, and you see how little Kevin Hart is next to a lot of people, bro. Come on, so 5'3", let's be real. 5'3" is little. That's a little guy.
Yeah.
What is that?
Little give the little people their time.
How tall is Timothy Chalamet?
The fuck is
This
that?
nigga's too tall to be any type of Wolverine.
Who's
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Nah, I'm not even that. I just can't see him as Wolverine.
I guess you ain't gotta go comic book accurate. You can always make him whatever height. I
My
was just
nigga
saying.
Paul
I honestly,
Atreides.
I think they was just doing that as a gag on Deadpool and Wolverine. They'll never
Yeah.
make him comic book accurate
Yeah,
height.
they're just gonna have another Wolverine casted at some point in time.
You hear that they're
Yeah.
never doing
But
another Deadpool movie, supposedly.
most of these people is getting new movies. I'm not gonna be surprised, but I think the next one we're gonna see, other than like the Avengers slate, is gonna be the Black Panther 3 and the X-Men.
They
Oh,
say
Bob
that
not
they
getting a
well,
movie?
we're going to get more
Who?
Deadpool movies though, but we're going to get
Bob?
X Force movies. They're
Oh,
going to be called
I
the X
don't know.
Force
I don't think
instead of
so.
Bob. Who Bob? Sentry?
Century. Loki,
Well,
they should. Oh yeah,
Sentry's
and
gonna.
Thunderbolts 2 was on the slate, but they didn't give like a date for that. So after Secret Wars, who knows? That could be like the Avengers 1 for post Secret Wars.
It really all right. So like it really depends on how Sentry appeals to the audience in Doomsday. Like if they because they're really hiding his character and what he's gonna do. Like
Oh
he
shit, I
still
can't
looks
even.
like he's shy. He's scared to use his Sentry powers because I think he's gonna awaken the void and shit. So like they really been real hush on him. He's not even in any of the trailers that we've seen so far. When you see everybody in the trailers, he's like in the background. They make it a point to hide him, his character. So like if he does great in Doomsday, I see them doing more Thunderbolts movies in the future. And like everybody already loves Elena. That's why she was in Spider Man. Everybody loves Elena. It's just the other characters. It's just like, this can't be the Avengers. And I think the MCU noticed that too. That's why they made two Avengers teams. Like, no, this can't really be the Avengers, bro. We got to do something else.
No, I feel it. Me personally, I never really seen the Thunderbolts, so I was just trying to figure out if Bob was going to get a movie as soon as y'all said he was like one of the newest people added to the slate.
Yeah, Bob is like is like one of those Superman characters though. Like one of those OP overpowered characters and shit. So
Mm.
I don't know. I don't really his character. I don't know how they would really approach his character. Like how they would make him a standalone character himself, or like incorporate him so he's a bigger character. I don't know. Like those really because that's why what's her name Captain Marvel. Like she did all right, but she was supposed to be like an OP character as well. She really didn't. It's hard to really fucking put OP characters on the screen. It's easier to do street level characters. That's why Spider Man is such an easier movie to accomplish
Mm. I
than like
feel you. Oh,
Superman movies and shit like that.
I feel. By the way, Black Witch had backstage.
Oh shit, he got dropped off. I didn't know that. My bad. I'm not even looking at the screen.
Yo,
My
Yeah.
bad. I
I was about
wasn't
to
looking at
say,
the
damn
screen.
nigga, bro, you ain't seen Thunderbolts, bro? Slack,
Nah.
slacking on the sauce, man.
My boy Bart watches soccer, basketball, some uh, some
Yeah, pretty much.
some Boruto here
Just
and
straight
there when
sports.
some new episodes. Like I figured out my boy Bart. Oh yeah, I ain't hating on his like selection of entertainment
Uh,
because I was like that at one
100%.
point too. Just sports. I wasn't really watching nothing else. And then
Yeah.
COVID hit, and then fucking sports was just boring as shit, and I just fell off of sports. And I just started picking other shit up.
Yeah, pretty
Started to
much.
separate from. I ain't gonna say separate from sports, but yeah, it's one of those shits. You grew up with something your whole life. As soon as you get
Yeah,
an opportunity, you just like,
yeah,
hey, let me branch out.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I was
I
watching sports my
respect it.
whole life. Just that boxing, fucking basketball, football, shit. And that's all I was watching. Shit, I used to go watch the girls' tennis match, or not the tennis matches, the fucking volleyball matches. But that was for other reasons.
Just
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, that was for other
So
reasons.
there's somebody commented last podcast. They was like, "Well, what does Bar watch?" Well, just straight sports, pretty much.
I
What
And
don't
the
know how they didn't catch that, bro. Like,
yeah, I know more about basketball than I know about Naruto, pretty much. And
Yo,
I know a lot about Naruto.
he said I know a lot about Naruto.
nah,
Nah, facts though.
Yeah, 100%.
yeah. I mean, like, bro, like, I sometimes I get caught in rabbit holes of things, though. Like, sometimes I'll oversaturate myself on a certain medium. and I kind of fall off on it. Like that's how it was with sports and stuff. I oversaturated myself. I was watching too much, way too much. Like it was just everything I was on. I'm working and shit is in the background. I'm like highlights and shit. Like that's all I was doing. Like I even get that
Yeah.
way. I got that way with anime too. Like I'll just watch too much anime and I just fell off. Stopped watching it, and I got into the MCU,
Yeah,
and I kind of did the same thing. I watched too much MCU, and I started falling off on it.
yeah, bro. I chill off on. I ain't gonna say I chill off on anime, but like I watch a whole lot of shit too, man.
It
And
got to
it's
be some hype
probably
shit for me to watch it right now. It got to be some really like some hype shit that's been hyped up for a while for me to actually
I'm
get
not
into
gonna
it.
lie though. I got into anime like at a time where it was like I had shit to watch. Like when I was like, all right, I'm gonna sit down and watch anime. I first finished Naruto. I caught up to the war arc. They was dropping bullshit fillers. My homeboy was like, "Yeah, bro, you need some shit to watch. Let me know." Nigga, I of course sticking to my roots. I started watching Kuroko no Basketball. Nigga, I got through Kuroko no Basketball. I went to Yu Yu Hakusho. Soon as I finished Yu Yu Hakusho, it was over. It was over. I went to like One Punch Man. I went to Death Note. Then I went to Tokyo Ghoul, Attack on Titan. After that, I was gone. I was gone with the winds. I
Bro,
was
I remember when I first started watching, like, really became like deep into anime, bro. Like, the first anime I came back and rewatched because I saw all of them when I not all of them, but I was introduced to it as a kid, Cartoon Network and shit like that. So I've seen anime and shit like that. I went back to something familiar. I went back to Inuyasha. I watched that and I was like, fuck, I forgot how
uh,
good this show is, man. This show's fucking amazing. And then I just started going into a rabbit hole after that. I watched Dragon Ball all over again, and then I watched Yu Yu Hakusho all over again. Cause I watched that when I was a kid. I fucking watched shit, a whole bunch of shit all over again. Like one of my favorite animes to this day is fucking uh Full Metal Alchemist, Blood
I
Brothers.
remember. I remember how you. I remember watching that shit because I was still fresh in my anime watch. This fine ass girl, bro. And I'm not saying I started Full Metal Alchemist because of her, but I
Yeah,
probably
you
did.
did.
I did.
Nah,
But
yeah.
I
Yeah, you did.
remember I was working at
That
the
was my
time that
shit,
like
bro.
I was working at Walgreens, bro. And I was fresh, and she was like, "Oh yeah, you watch it?" I was like, "Yeah, I just started." I told her like I was telling her something. I was like, "Yeah, I just finished Tokyo Ghoul or something like that." And she was the one who put me on to Death Note and Full Metal like peak. She put me on to
Oh,
Death Note
yeah.
and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. She was
Some
like,
elite
"Oh
stuff.
Peak
Yeah.
anime.
yeah," because I told her I was like, I had just watched Attack on Titan at that time. Only one season was out, and I just finished Tokyo Ghoul. Only two seasons was out at the time. She's like, "Oh, if you like
Season
stuff
three
like
is
that."
fucking trash.
Yeah, yeah. What not? Let me not say that because I fucks with it. But
All right,
um,
my bad. I was just starting to like doze off when I was watching season three.
nah. But after that, that I was telling her about it, and like shit, like like a comic got killed too because that was one of the first ones. She was like, "Oh, you
Yeah,
like anime like that?" She was like, "Oh, you will definitely like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and Death Note." I remember that's what she was telling me, and I started Death Note first because I'm like, "The fuck is a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?" So I did Death Note and I loved it so much. She was like,
yeah,
"You got
Death
to
Note
start
was
Full
good.
Metal Alchemist," and I did that too, and I loved it too. And I was like, "Yeah, man, it
Yeah,
was
man.
one of those
The
ones.
journey of the two
Yeah.
brothers, bro. Come on, man.
It was Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is a peak anime to this day, probably the
Yeah, that's
best
one of my favorite ones. I can go
best
back and
Yeah.
story."
rewatch that today.
Yeah. And being put onto Death Note. Like, that's probably like a Mount Rushmore anime right there. Yeah.
Man,
Being put
bro,
on that.
within a 3 month, like 3 to 4 month time frame, bro, I literally found out for the first time in my life about Death Note, Attack on Titan, Tokyo Ghoul,
You
Full
know
Metal
what's crazy?
Alchemist, One
Yeah,
Punch Man. Like I was like, yeah, Euphoria. I was getting hit with nothing but Euphoria
bro.
at the
I've
Mhm.
top.
heard of Death Note for about a couple, like a decade or two, maybe 2 decades. I've heard of
Yeah.
Death Note a long ass time ago when it first came out.
Um,
I
Yeah.
just never gave it a chance. I think Barrow was actually the person who said something and was like it was actually good, and I think he was the one
that
who
shit,
made me where I
shit
gave
was
it a chance again.
amazing.
I
That shit
think
was
I don't
amazing.
know. I don't know. But wait, hold on, because nah, when you brought up Death Note, I already knew about it, huh, Bar? I think. Nah, I think it was my boy who brought up
Yeah.
Death Note, and I
Yeah. You
watched
already
it. I
knew.
was like, oh, this shit was fire. Yeah. It was my boy Santos. He the one who put me onto it. Cause he's like
Mhm.
real deep, but still to this day, he's real deep in the anime. His
Yeah,
anime bag
definitely.
deep. He watched this random weird shit, bro.
Yeah,
Like
definitely was tough.
you ever watch Golden Boy?
No.
Nah.
Yeah, random ass animated. This nigga watched and I turned on and I was like, yo, this that shit is actually pretty good. Has nothing to do with superhumans or nothing like that.
Man, literally just the other day, my cousin had sent me a post on IG. And he's so funny, right? Because he it's just like all the only message he sent, it was like, you seen these anime? And nigga literally sent me a post with like 18 different anime listed.
Oh
So
hell no.
I'm a generous person. I was like, yeah. So I was just like, I just went through the whole list. I went through like from number one. I was like, yes, no, ass, didn't see, never heard of, yes, yes, yes. Basically, and I think out of all 18, it was like three of them I never heard of, and a few others I just didn't watch. But I seen the majority, like a good 12 to 13 on the list. Yes, I did see it. Nigga responded with he didn't even respond with, oh, which ones he might watch. He just really said he responded, he was like, you really an anime guru, LMAO. I said, what? I was like, what's the point of asking me if I watched any of these if you're not really finna watch them for real? You just wanted to see how much anime I see. Because I'm like, yeah, bro, I stopped adding new anime to my list like last year. Like since last year, I think I've watched a total of like maybe I'll say 10 new, like brand new anime. So like shit from season one. Cause I hit a point where I was like well over like almost 150 anime. I was like, that's just off the ones I remembered. I was like, damn. Like I'm gonna run out of shit to watch. I gotta stop looking for the gems and let them find me.
Yeah, yeah, got to.
Yeah, I still got to tap into Soul Level.
Oh
I
yeah,
heard
that shit
that's
is hard, man.
I stopped watching Solo Leveling, and Solo Leveling was going on like peak when I think it was like last season was season three. I probably watched or some shit
Two,
like that.
season two.
It was season two. Okay, yeah, shit was peak.
Yeah,
I was
solo
vibing.
leveling, bro. That shit is different, bro. I ain't never seen an anime do what they do.
See, that's what that seasonal shit would do to you, though. Like, that's the only downfall of a seasonal anime. You wait for it to come back, and you probably will not watch it when it come back.
Not with
yeah.
bro. That shit got 25 episodes total, and it's doing shit. It took Demon Slayer and JJK multiple seasons to do. Like that shit was doing shit with 12 episodes that JJK and Demon Slayer was doing with 2 seasons. Like I
I
don't
don't
know
know, man.
why. And even after I rewatched it, I see what they do. They
It's the
make the
video game
stories.
aspect of it that
Yes, they
I
make the
don't
story
like. It's
so good
just
and easy to follow,
yeah,
but also immerse you like you're a player in the video game. And everybody love video games, and
yeah.
especially if you into them, it's like yeah, like
I'm not
even
even into
rewatching
video
that.
games like that, but it's just the fact that
That's
even like
yeah.
even if you're not into video games as a kid, at one point in time you play video games, like, and it brings out
They put visual crack in that because
yeah,
there's no
but
reason
they make the
why
video
I can
game.
keep on watching that shit and not get tired of it.
But they make it like a video game that's the easiest to understand video game in the world. Like even if you don't play video games, you
But
understand
it's
the story because the
also I
characters
hate
are
how people.
leveling up and shit.
But and also too like I see the potential for where the story wants to go. So I love the video game aspect, but also the mysterious aspects for all of these otherworldly beings coming in. I'm like,
Oh
oh, this
yeah,
shit
no
hard.
facts. I was just saying like the video game aspect what drew me into the show that got me
No,
into
no,
it.
no. In general, yeah, yeah,
Like,
it's
oh, check this
strictly
out.
video game. But
Yeah,
like,
because
shit.
you can't just win over an audience with just one point like just a video game. Like nah,
No, no. I was
you
just
gotta
about to
go.
say, but there is like, you have y'all ever watched? You, I'm pretty sure y'all haven't, but
But
there's
he's
an
like the only
anime.
one in the video game though. Nobody else is. Like, what have they explained what the hell his fucking thing is like in the later seasons? Like the reason why he's the only one who can do that shit.
No, that's just his power. The system.
Oh,
That's
that's
just
oh
his
yeah, yeah,
power.
okay,
That's a
okay.
power. Yeah. I was about to say, but there's the anime Shangri-La Frontier. That's literally about a video game.
Whom?
Shangri-La Frontier. And it's probably like one of the most funnest and like like some people say the anime, you can't watch an anime if it's like no like people long story short, nobody died because it's literally about a video game. So ain't no seriousness, ain't no life or death, ain't no oh my mother gotta get revenge, my mother. Nah, the nigga is gaming and he's trying to beat the game. And they got 2 seasons of pure gas on that shit, bro. It's
Hey,
just
bro. They said
straight up gaming.
if motherfuckers watch people on YouTube play video games, we can make a show about somebody playing a video
Literally,
game.
bro. I'm pretty sure there's somebody in the comment section who's seen Shangri-La Frontier. Like, it's so hard to explain how good that anime is. And it's like every time he's in like a boss battle, it's like the stakes are there, but like the story in the game is still within the game, and you obviously interact with like other players, kind of like how Sword Art Online is. But like every time he logs out the game, we spend so little time in the real world. The only time we spend in the real world is like there's parts where like he loses on a level. Like we spend 2 episodes on a boss fight and it's crazy and he loses. And then he spends like the next episode just chilling outside or just playing a different game and he gets an idea of how to be like literal gamer head shit, bro. It's a fun anime. It's not even a fun anime because for some reason I'm invested, but it's not like anybody's life is in danger. Yet the story I don't know. It's a talent to whatever the author is of that anime, how good he is, because you got no deaths, you got no stakes like that, but the shit is good, and the nigga just joining gaming tournaments, or he's just trying to beat a level, or like he does shit in the game where it's like, oh, now every other player is trying to figure out how to do that, but he has to keep it a secret. Like those would be the type of stakes that he has in the anime. So like, I don't know how they did it, but that as an anime strictly about gaming, and it's hard.
Bro, I'm about to go into a whole nother topic, man. I just started remembering how pissed I was about how inconsistent fucking Spider Man's character is as far as like his strength and power level. All right, I'm watching the first Spider Man. This nigga gets caught in the bunk. You know when he gets caught in a truck or yeah, it was the truck with all the weapons and shit. The what is it called? The four not the 4 wheel 16 wheeler. He got caught in that shit when the I don't forget what the villain was
Oh
named,
yeah, he got
the
knocked out.
Falcon dude. Bro, he jumped up and hit the ceiling and fucking knocked himself out. I was like, how?
Yeah.
You got hit by a
What are y'all
train not
talking?
too long ago. How the fuck do you knock yourself out like that? And the first Spider
Oh
Man, Homecoming, was it home? Yeah, Homecoming.
yeah.
When
Oh,
the Vulture dude, he was robbing a 16 wheeler of the weapons that the damage control was hauling. He went to go steal some. Spider Man was trying to stop him. He got caught in there. He got stuck in their trailer or whatever. And he jumped up to get out, thinking that the ceiling wasn't there no more. He can just jump out, and he hit the top of a fucking tin ceiling and knocked himself out, and woke up in the damage control bunker. Like,
Yeah.
how do you get hit by a train, bro, or fall from a
oh yeah,
building?
when he got stuck in that warehouse.
Yeah, or get smashed by a Hulk on a fucking wall, bro. But no, you jump up and you hit your head and you knocked out for a couple hours. How
Think
the
about it.
fuck does that happen?
If you said it though, like you ever try to take a step on a step and a step not there, but in your brain is
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
and you use that
You didn't
force. So
expect it to be there.
yeah, so maybe he was jumping thinking nothing was there, something was there.
Got caught off
Hmm.
guard type shit.
Yeah, so maybe. But I remember the
I
scene
think
because
he
I
just
forget.
used
I
that
literally do
power, bro.
forget how he got it in that warehouse, but I do remember what you
Bro
talking
jumped
about.
up and hit his head on the top of the ceiling, bro, and knocked himself out. I was like, this is some bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, Peter Tom at least got hit by a train. He got hit by a car. He got slammed by a Hulk. He got tossed by Thanos. He been through some shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
and was conscious for it, bro. He hit his head and was unconscious, bro. His own self, not somebody else. Him,
He been through some shit. Very funny.
bro. His power scaling is so inconsistent for me, bro. That's why we was doing a Rock Lee argument. I was like, I'm gonna stop because his power scaling is too inconsistent for me to make a valid argument.
Even then,
Bro,
bro, even it's just
Super Saiyan
wild, bro.
Blade this
Rock
guy in
Lee,
a Toon Force is crazy.
I'm about to say Rock Lee, bro, because Rock Lee is doing things that nobody in MCU is doing, bro. It's like you drop Rock Lee in Infinity War, he might be the one to get the final hit on Thanos. Like you get rid of all the magic. If he's running, like,
So you
bro,
think Rock Lee? You think Rock Lee could put the pause on Thanos?
Stop it.
I'm in my head right now in free game. I'm picturing 12-year-old Rock Lee. So are we talking about Boruto era characters?
Wow, Boruto era
Stop it.
characters. Rock Lee doesn't even do anything, so you can't even power
But
scale these
you
characters.
can't it's redundant to think to even assume Boruto era Rock Lee is even a slither of a chance weaker than his 13-year-old self. You don't think he's
No, well, yeah, okay, but
Yeah, of course, of
all
course.
right?
you think he's
So
being
yeah,
trained?
and that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking 12-year-old Rock Lee because
I
even
mean,
if
but
we
he
do
could though. We ain't seen shit. He could be as skilled as he was at 12 for all we fucking know. We ain't seen.
the
Okay, well, we
niggas,
seen him in a
So
war
come
arc and
on,
everything,
man.
getting
I was about to
getting
say the
blasted.
nigga's stronger, bro.
He
Like the
could be
nigga's
he could be
stronger, bro.
war level. He could be war era level. It's
Even
still
if he's war art, that's what I'm saying. I
like
never
G.I.
even like
Joe.
the whole
Yeah,
argument we
accurate.
had. I wasn't even thinking. I'm thinking literally the Rock Lee that fought Kimamaru because that's how generous I'm trying to be. Even the Rock Lee that fought Sasuke in part one. That's the Rock Lee I'm saying is gonna beat the shit out of Thanos. That's what I'm
Thanos with
saying.
Infinity Stones, bro. You think he's
The
putting them?
magic is the only thing he gets kicked one time by Rock Lee. He's getting kicked back to planet nowhere from Earth, bro. Like
Oh
that's
yeah.
how deep it is.
I mean, but you got Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel's or Captain Marvel. She's like supposed to be planetary level, if not more. And she headbutt Thanos, and Thanos ate that shit. Like I don't
So
know, man.
even with Miss Marvel, this is why I'm trying to explain it like that though, because we seen with all of Miss Marvel's feats you take in MCU, and you haven't watched What If yet, have you?
No, I haven't.
See, in season 1 of What If, Miss Marvel fights Hulk, and the shit she does in that fight, MCU she's not touching that Miss Marvels. That's why I say like animated, they have more free reign to express their powers and show like, nah,
That's
this is how
why
strong
I
they.
said in movies it's hard to put fucking overpowered
That's
characters
why I said
like
you can't
Marvel.
scale them. That's why I said like Peter not stand, bro. Any Rock Lee, bro. Tom Holland's Peter is like, I love Tom Holland, bro, but he getting done in worse than the Green Goblin did him, bro. Like what we saw what Green Goblin did to Peter, the shit we seen Hulk doing to Peter.
I don't
Imagine
know,
Rock,
man. I
bro.
don't. First, Rock Lee gotta hit him though, bro. The Spidey senses is like the number one thing that Rock Lee gotta overcome. Like,
You got Spidey sense, but that Spidey sense don't mean automatic dodge,
bro,
because
Spidey
it just
senses
mean like I'm
is
aware of what's about to happen before it
before it
happens.
happens. All right, yeah. So you, in the sense, dodges. Spider Man is dodging
Rock
bullets.
Lee,
He's dodging. He's
Rock
dodging
Lee
electricity, bro. Like, come on, you can't tell me. I mean,
Rock
lightning. You
Lee
can't
was
tell me.
trained. Rock Lee was trained by a man that taught him to watch feet as he fights, solely because he knew a nigga had a Sharingan and he could literally, you know what I'm saying, control every. Like, I'm not worried about anything Rock Lee might have to potentially face against Peter Parker. I was
I'm
already
just
off of
saying,
it,
Rock Lee gotta hit him though. Like, I think Peter Parker can hit Rock Lee. Rock Lee hitting Peter Parker. He's dodging lightning and shit. Like, he. If you want to put it like power scale, I don't think dodging lightning makes you light speed or scale to light speed or anything like that. But it's a significant feat. I've never seen Rock Lee dodge lightning ever. He dodges bullets. I mean, we don't really have nothing Boruto or Naruto
I
that's really
seen Rock
dodging
Lee
bullets and shit.
take
But
I seen Rock Lee take 2 straps of ankle weights off his legs. He dropped them bitches. Not only
that's what I see.
not only did they cause 2 craters in the stone concrete ground, but it caused a dust cloud in an entire arena. I don't think you understand. Like, even back when I used to train with ankle weights, even spending like 2 hours with 10-pound ankle weights on each ankle, and I took them bitches off
Those are counterproductive. You know that though,
just
right?
to run a scrimmage though.
You know, in real
Frigate,
life, that will fuck you up if you try to run or walk around all day with those weights on and shit like that. That's
but
too
that
much.
we're talking anime though. We
Yeah,
can't
I
apply
know.
real life
For
logic
sure.
to him.
For
But
sure.
I'm saying even in real life logic, if I would have spent a practice, because one of the biggest things I wanted to do high school, dunk, dunk, dunk. And sometimes you hop in the gym early on, it's like you're not jumping how you know you could jump. If I would have spent literally just an hour in ankle weights, take them bitches off, nigga, I'm slapping the top of the backboard every dime in
But Peter
practice.
Parker already has that
Every
superhuman strength that Rock Lee would have if he takes off those weights.
we're talking superhero strength versus strength. Like
Superhuman strength.
we're talking shit like Rock Lee was in base in the war arc. He was literally tracking the movements of a eighth gate guy who's distorting space with his movements. And Rock Lee was able to coordinate his attacks with that might guy.
Bro, that was all out of love, bro. That was all out of
So
love.
I'm just
That's
saying,
fair.
bro. I'm just saying, bro. If Peter
Hey,
can watch it,
Sensei!
I'm just saying, bro. That bullet that Peter got shot by, Rock Lee would be able to not
Bro,
only
that's
react,
because Peter
he would.
Parker's spidey senses is plot sensitive. I said this shit before, bro. His spidey senses only kick in when the plot wants it to kick in. Because he shouldn't have gotten shot. I've said this shit
So you
several
think he
times.
could have caught
I
that
was
bullet?
mad at
I'm
that
saying
shit.
Rock. I was about to say Rock Lee would have kicked that bullet in half. Do you
No,
think
Peter Parker could have dodged it. Yes. He
he could have
dodged
dodged
bullets.
it?
Yes,
He
bro.
could
He
have
dodged bullets
dodged it.
point blank.
But
Period.
I'm
At point
saying, but I'm
blank.
saying he could
Out of
have
automatic
dodged it.
weapons.
But Rock Lee would have kicked that motherfucker in half. That's what I'm trying to say. There's a
I don't
difference,
think
bro.
Rock Lee's kicking no bullets. We
So,
never see the equivalent to a bullet on Dart. So possibly, I don't know, but
so, so,
I don't see him dodging
so what's
bullets.
the conversation here? Peter versus Rock Lee?
Peter
Peter
versus
versus
Rock Lee, bro. I'm just saying. I'm not. his conversation is it's a fight. My conversation is you could tie both of Rock Lee hands behind his back, and Peter still don't stand a chance because you
Yeah,
can't.
all
It's yeah. I'm about to say you can't
yeah,
compare
all
the
due respect to
verses.
Peter.
It's,
Yeah,
I'm
all due
not giving
respect to
them the
Peter.
gates, bro. I'm not giving them the gates. No, I'm not giving Rock Lee none of the gates. If you open up the gates, yeah, for sure. Like
I'm
he's
talking base 13-year-old Rock Lee,
yeah.
the one that has Sasuke reevaluate his entire arc.
I don't think he's fucking with 15-year-old Peter, bro.
Peter's 20. We're not even.
Oh wow.
I'm giving you the
Oh,
strongest Peter.
you giving me
I'm
the
talking about
strongest.
organic web Peter Parker, Tom Holland, black eyeballs.
Oh
He
nah,
gonna
bro.
get
I don't
hit
think
one
so.
time by Rock Lee and his eyeballs gonna turn white.
Nah,
That's what I'm saying.
nah. I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. But
It's like it's like I could even say we don't even.
Hmm?
I don't know, bro. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of a different way to. It's like it's a different.
No, 100%. Peter Parker don't stand a chance against
Yeah.
Rock Lee.
Okay. There you go, Bar. Because
All
I
due
was like,
respect.
maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
ChatGPT agrees with me over you guys. I don't know.
ChatGPT agree with you?
Yeah.
Let Chat
Well,
GPT agree with Obama for all I care, man. They got it. They're like, I know what I've seen.
Because it was like bringing up the fact that Rock Lee can lift like tons of fucking, but so can Peter Parker. Peter Parker can lift several dozens of tons as well too. Like they kind of like Matt, because they never say how much those ankle weights are on Rock Lee, but like I think they did like a mathematical like
Yeah,
guess.
at the very least, they're at least 1,400 pounds. One. So at the very least, he's walking around with 3,800 pounds extra weight. They said 1,400 to
1,400
20,000.
20,000. Okay, but I'm saying Peter Parker can lift that much though. Like he can lift dozens of tons. It says
But
like
can he walk around and jog across New York City with that?
I'm pretty sure he can. Yes.
We're talking pretty short now. Versus, I've seen Rock Lee do a handstand and he do 10,000 push-ups in that stance.
With 3,000 pounds, how many pounds you say?
It's at least 1,400 pounds to 20,000 per weight.
How
So
much is a
either
ton? A ton is
so
1,000 pounds, right? And I say he can lift several dozens, which is 12,000. So yes, I think he can walk around with them on his ankles.
well, there's that, man. All I
Uh
know is
huh.
I can't argue if that's what you believe because I've seen
But
Rock
nah, for
Lee
real though,
in
like they
base.
say he can lift several tons. If you're talking about, I'm sorry, not several. What's 12? Okay, dozens of tons. A dozen just base level was 12 tons and shit like that. So if you're just talking about 1,500, when we're talking about fucking
At least 1,500. They're going off of
1,500,
based
I'm
off
talking
of
about
what the crater his ankle weights caused. One of them weighs at least
that's
1,500 to 20.
1,500 pounds, and I say he can lift
We're
several
but I'm
dozens of
saying, but
tons.
free game. You're saying that the low ball number is at least 1,500 for
Okay, but I'm
one,
saying he can
two
lift
20,000. That's what I'm saying. He's possibly walking up to 40,000 pounds on a
forty
regular.
thousand. Okay, all right. So now
That's
we're
what I'm saying.
talking about something different.
One
I'm
of the
talking.
weights, the low
Mhm,
ball number is 1,400, and the
mhm,
highest it could possibly weigh is 20,000. So that means if both of them is 1,400, that's like
mhm.
3,800, almost 4,000 pounds. But if they're both 20,000 weights, he's walking around with 40,000 at a 13-year-old.
That's saying if he's walking around with 20,000. If he's walking around with 20,000, then I'll give him that. But if you're talking about 1,500, I for sure think Peter Parker can walk around with like
But even beyond that, bro, like base Rock Lee, we've seen the man jump and
bro's
disappear
walking
from the
around.
screen.
He's picking up fucking.
I don't
He's
think
picking up.
Peter can keep up with that speed. We've seen him disappear from camera. Like Peter physically he cannot access that level of speed. Like
But he he can react to that type of speed though. So that's all.
Sasuke with the
Matt,
Sharingan couldn't
you
keep
can
up
react to.
with Rock Lee, bro.
But I'm saying,
And this
yeah, me personally, I think Peter can react to Rock Lee's speed
his Spidey,
because
you're
he can
gonna have
react
to
to shit
juice
like
up. You
that.
gotta give his Spidey sense steroids. You gotta give his body steroids because the
Bro,
Spidey
he
sense
got
is
knocked out
literally.
of. Hold up. You can't tell me they haven't already gave his Spidey senses steroids, bro. He got
But even
knocked
a
out.
point. That's
His
what I'm
soul
saying
got
though.
knocked out of his body by Doctor Strange, and his Spidey senses
But
was
I'm
still
saying
so
I'm saying
strong
a
that
point
he was
two
still moving around.
based off a reaction speed though, like a point two reaction. Like we're talking about Rock
Brother,
Lee.
your soul is out of your body. You have no physical control of your body, but
You're just talking about a cool feat. That's a good feat. But I'm saying, how is that gonna help? How is that gonna help him once Rock Lee kicks him in his chest?
Rock Lee won't have the chance to. That's what I'm saying, though. Like,
With the point, all right. So I'm all right. I'm trying
before it even hits him. If he's dodging, if I said the dude can dodge lightning, he can dodge bullets. I think he can react to Rock Lee's speed.
Bro, Rock Lee is literally jumping out of frame, and Sasuke no longer sees him. Like physically in front, like Spider-Man has never encountered or done himself anything like that, where he's fighting someone and they're moving so fast to the point where you cannot see them for however long you want it to be, or 1 second, 2, or 0.2, which we know once he gets
Okay, but
the
how fast is
upgrades.
lightning, though, my boy?
Lightning speed?
Yes. You see lightning like instantly, like it comes before the sound, right?
Yeah, lightning comes before the sound.
All right, so lightning.
But are we saying? Are you trying to tell me that 12-year-old Rock Lee isn't moving as fast as lightning?
If he's moving as fast as lightning, then Peter Parker can definitely dodge him because he's done it. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like he can't. He maybe never fought no light speed characters, but he fought characters who has light speed attacks though.
But Rock Lee's whole thing is no projectile. Like we're talking hands and feet. And like I said, bro, Sasuke is losing sight. Like the Spidey sense and the Sharingan essentially work as the same precognition. You sense something before it happens, and you have to react to it.
I think if he's able to keep Rock Lee at a distance, he's fine. Which he does. He's a distance fighter a lot of times, and he attacks when he needs to.
Look up, Ken. Look it up. Ken, I'm about to look it up. Ken, do we think Spider-Man can beat the Flash?
The Flash?
I don't know.
Yeah, the Flash.
But the Flash moves crazy speeds, though, bro. The Speed Force goes.
Yeah, I'm talking. No, we're keeping it live action. We're keeping it live action.
Even in live action, the Speed Force is way.
All right, so then he's not fucking with Rock Lee, bro. He's not fucking with Rock Lee, bro. Because
you talking about the Speed Force? That's a whole totally different other ball game, though, bro. Like the Speed Force is totally different. Like the speed that they moving.
So you're telling me
they're going back in time. They run
using your logic, you're telling me that the only way the Flash would beat the reason that the Flash beats Peter
never ran so fast that he fucking
so all right, that's what I'm trying to establish here. So you're telling me that the Flash's win con is because he can run back in time. So are we assuming, based off of that scenario, are we assuming that there is a world where, okay, the Flash fights Spider-Man, he loses, and he runs back in time in order to win the fight? Or if not, what's the whole point?
I'm not even just saying the run back in time thing. I'm just saying he's fast enough to run back in time. I don't think
so. That's what I'm saying. In live action, he only approaches that speed when he needs to run back in time. So why would he do that when he's fighting Spider-Man?
No. I'm just saying he's capable of that.
Peter before Peter could react.
So I'm saying he gets to Peter before Peter can react, but he's not using the speed in order to run back in time to do that.
No,
that's my point.
Nothing about
he don't need it. You don't need that to beat.
I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying he can run fast enough to where he.
Okay. Yeah. So we're working here. So he wouldn't need that to beat. So you saying, I'm saying, in order to run back in time, he has to reach a certain speed level. In order to beat Peter Parker, he does not need to reach that speed level in order to win that fight. Yes.
I don't think so. No.
Okay, so why are we assuming that Rock Lee
has to reach some type of super speed, though? I'm telling you.
Okay, so if Rock Lee is able to literally disappear from the vision of someone who has precognition and allows you to see 1 to 2 seconds in the future, and then
I think the Flash base level runs faster than the speed of light, bro. Like you think Flash runs faster than the speed of light?
Let me look this up, man.
You think Lee beats Flash?
No, I just helped y'all prove my point because y'all said I brought up the Flash versus Spider-Man, and the first thing y'all said was the Flash can run back in reverse time, and then I established does he need to? Yes, that's what I'm saying. We just established he doesn't need to reach that speed in a fight against Peter. Mm-hmm. So whatever speed he reaches against Peter. I guarantee you, base Rock Lee is.
Hold up. I just looked up his cruising speed, bro. His cruising speed is light speed, bro. Come on.
Maybe War Arc Lee reaches that speed. I don't know about 12.
How fast is Rock Lee?
I don't know. War Arc Lee does. He might.
How fast is Rock Lee? Let me see.
But Flash, without that, Flash moves faster than light speed. and that's what 8 Mike God was reaching.
My bad. What was you
So
saying? My fault.
I wouldn't necessarily just guarantee that Lee reaches that speed that Flash would.
Yeah, and it would take Lee to open up some of them gates to move at that speed. And he's not even going to reach Flash speed, bro. I don't. Nah. And they're going at hypersonic and beyond. And how is hyper? I don't think hypersonic is faster. No, because speed of light is the fastest.
No,
Fastest speed.
hypersonic is not faster than lightning.
No, I was about to say the speed of light is the fastest speed in the
Well,
universe. So
Flash is in Marvel, right?
no,
Yeah,
Flash
no,
is
he's decent.
that's DCU.
And DC is already a higher. What's the name?
Yeah, they definitely got a higher ceiling with their character. They got street level characters, like just like Marvel though. But I don't know. I don't know. But
So Rock Lee, all right. Hypersonics, we're sticking 13-year-old weightless Rock Lee. Hypersonic speeds and a striking power that reaches multi-block to city block levels.
on my
So
thing
that
is
means with a punch, I'm trying to help y'all understand. With a punch, they telling me 13-year-old Rock Lee can destroy multiple blocks or multiple city blocks. So automatically,
I'm saying something totally different. Though. I'm saying Rock Lee's speed ranges from superhuman in his base form to hypersonic and beyond with the 8 gates. It doesn't say anything about in his base form, no. It says superhuman in his base form, but it doesn't. On what I'm saying, though, I'm not saying what you're saying is what I'm saying. Is
no. Hypersonic. We're still sticking with 13-year-old weightless Rock Lee. He reaches hypersonic in his base, and he has multi-city block to block level. I'm saying the whole thing is, with all of that under being understood, y'all telling me Peter gets hit one time by this guy Rock Lee.
Yeah, I'm
He's
saying,
gonna
yeah, I'm on your side with that. Yeah,
Okay, I'm just because literally, like I'm saying, like we seen what the Hulk just did to this man, right?
nothing.
yeah,
So
Absolutely nothing.
B-
Absolutely
yeah.
fucking
let's
nothing.
let's keep it a being. Let's keep it a being. Peter Parker, we're at where everybody's at his
Peter
funeral.
Parker's spider web
If the
was
Stop it.
Hawk
strong enough to
doesn't
hold
listen
Stop
back
to
it.
the
Yeah,
Hulk,
Peter, if
though.
the
yeah.
Hawk
Peter
doesn't
almost
listen
got
to
clowned
Peter's
out.
voice,
Yeah,
free game. If the Hawk doesn't listen to Peter's voice, we're at Peter's
yeah,
funeral right now.
yeah. He got
So
slammed
I'm
out.
saying with that, he's
Yeah, yeah,
showcasing
Peter
strength.
got
He's
slammed out.
destroying a building. The Hawk is literally tearing a building apart, and Peter is freaking out from that strength. We're saying a 13-year-old Rock Lee is multi-city block slash block level with his striking power.
Well, it's because we're talking about a Hulk that's fucking raged out though, so you got to give it that point as well. Like he's raging out. If it
That
was
just means
like,
he's even
Yeah.
stronger.
wait,
That
no,
just
no, wait,
means
no.
he's even strong.
I'm
So
just
I
saying though, like if it was like more of like a Professor Hulk, I don't think he would have freaked out as much. But it was because
So
it was raging out Hulk.
you're
It was
saying the
unpredictable.
Hulk is past city level, is past multi-block level, like.
at this point in the movie,
MCU
he's not
says yeah.
multi-block level. That's what I'm saying. That's my point. And 13-year-old Rock Lee's striking power is multi-block city level.
I don't
But
know,
I believe
bro,
Freegan
because
will
they
beg to differ.
say they say that Thanos and the Hulk is the strongest Avengers, and Thanos is at least city level. I'm not Thanos. I'm sorry. Thor is at least city level, bro. Like at least city level. He
That's
destroyed. He
Thor. We're
destroyed.
talking.
But you saw Thor and fucking and the Hulk fight 1-on-1, and Hulk. I mean Thanos. I mean Thor. I keep on forgetting the nigga's name. Thor barely beat the Hulk, bro.
What happened in Ragnarok, bro?
Thor got ragdolled until he got his lightning powers back from his
When he
dad
got
or something
sued,
like
when he
that.
was like, all right, you know what? When he took one good hit from the Hulk, he was like, all right, fuck it. We fighting.
Yeah, then they started going fisticuffs, and then he got slimed out, and fucking Loki stood up and it was like, "Yes, now you know how it feels."
Yeah,
Because
when he
he
did
got
that,
did.
that was good. That was a good callback to Avengers 1. I like that part.
Yeah, because Thanos. I mean, not I keep on calling this nigga Thanos. Thor thought he had what's her name? Natasha fucking energy and can go in there and says, "Breathe, big fella," and touch his
So
hand and shit, and got slimed out because he thought he was Natasha, bro. Nah,
But
he ain't.
my whole thing is though, right? Because we know Peter fought this guy, the Hulk, bro, and
No, but
so
what I'm saying is, sorry,
he
I got
could
off the
not
point.
he could
I got
not
off the
take a
point.
hit
Hold
from
on.
the Hulk.
I got off the point though. I believe the Hulk is at least city level though. I would say that if he's relative to Thor, he's at least city level because Thor was able to destroy what was that city called, and Age of Ultron. The one that got lifted up in the sky. I can't remember. It was a Sokovia.
Sokovia.
Sokovia. That's why they had the Sokovia Accords. Yeah,
That's
he was
not a
able to
city. That's
destroy
a
Sokovia.
country.
Oh, even more. All right, that shit. You added more to my credence. He was able to destroy a country with just a swing of his hammer. And him and the
So,
Hulk is supposed to be kind of relative. So I don't know.
It was that. It
so
was a country being lifted and all that
well, wait a
debris.
minute.
Still,
It was a. It was a lot of shit that went
destroyed
into
it
that
though.
country being destroyed, bro.
But
It
he was
wasn't
able
just.
to
Well,
destroy. It was still held solid though, right? Before he destroyed
well,
it, right? It was still a
Nah,
solid
that shit was
country.
broken apart. It
Huh?
was.
No,
It
it
was
was broken
falling.
out of the. No, it was broken out of out of the rest of the world. Yeah,
Yeah, and then it
the
was about
whole
to drop
country,
after. Because remember, it was
but it was
rising
still
and then it
solid
was
though, right?
falling.
It was still solid though, right? When it was
well,
falling.
Bro, it was in pieces.
It was not in
well,
pieces. It was still solid when he let it fall.
It
I,
was. It
I
was
watched the
in.
movie 7 times, bro. Trust me, it was still solid. I can pull it up on YouTube.
Bro, the
Sit
ground
down.
was literally falling apart.
I don't care if the ground was falling apart. That Thor was still able to destroy it with one strike, bro. It was going to hit the ground solid. That was the reason it was such a threat because it was
It
going to
was still a
destroy
major part.
everything.
That's what I'm saying. But my whole thing is literally from the moment it got lifted up into the air and then the moment it was falling. Literally, we see debris, big chunks of debris falling in all directions and literally already landing. So it's
Bro,
not
if you
like
pull up a continent out of the fucking earth, of course you're gonna have debris coming out of it. You just lift it out of the dirt. It was still whole. It was still a whole city
well,
that stood still. They was able to run on the
so
fucking
you really
continent and stuff
think,
like
all right, because of all so you really think that nigga Rock Lee won't punch Peter shit in, bro.
that.
wait a
Because
second.
that's
Wait a
the whole
second.
point of this. That's
I
the
never
whole
say he
point of
won't
this,
punch
No,
bro.
him
no,
in.
no,
I
no,
said he
no.
has a hit on him.
I think that's small fry. You think Peter, not Peter, you think Lee solos the Avengers?
I didn't say that. Now, and we're still talking about
Well,
13-year-old, mind you. Are we including now? Can we bring in the Gates? Because I'm all
yeah,
right. First of
yeah.
all, fuck all that.
Bring in the
We're
gates.
all
All right,
right.
so
Are
all
we
right,
doing adult Rock Lee or
let-
not? Yes or no? Adult
Bro, we
Rock Lee or
can't
not?
do adult Rock Lee. We don't
no,
know
all
what the
right,
fuck
no, no.
adult Rock Lee does, bro. We still in the theory that he has a toupee. Come on, we don't know
I
nothing about this guy.
I would say adult Rock Lee, but for the sake of argument, let's just say 13-year-old or 13
Let's give him war
year old
level
Rock
Rock Lee
Lee.
because we
War
can
Arc.
power
Even if we do
level.
War Arc, if we do
The
War Arc Rock
strongest
Lee,
on-screen appearance Rock Lee.
if we do War Arc Rock Lee, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm wasting my breath because you should be able to see why Peter Parker cannot beat War Arc Rock Lee.
No, we're not
But
talking about Peter Parker at this point. He
would
said all
he
of the Avengers. Like
would he solo the
if
Avengers?
Rock Lee was a fucking
The fact that we're asking this question should
if we had
already say
if we had Avengers Rock Lee after Doomsday, bro, and Rock Lee was the main
that's the
villain.
fact. But that's the thing. It's the fact that we're asking the question should already give you some of the
All right, but
answers.
you have an Avenger. We have a person
No,
who's not that deep
hearing
in
the
his bag
hearing the
with
question.
Avengers, and he want to know real quick. So, what's your thoughts on it?
Would he solo the Avengers? War Arc Rock Lee.
What Avengers are we talking about, bro?
The original Avengers, talking about Thanos, Hulk,
The first five.
Hawkeye.
The first five?
Is Iron Man in the
Hawkeye.
first five? I don't know.
Yeah. Iron Man. It's Iron Man,
Yeah,
Thor, Captain
Iron Man,
America,
Thor,
Hawkeye,
Captain
and Black
America,
Widow.
Hawkeye and Black Widow.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh man, I had to stop at Hawkeye.
And you could throw
Oh,
Peter
man.
in it too if you want to.
Nah, we not.
back to the Civil War.
We're talking War Arc Rock Lee. We mean Rock Lee that goes into the sixth gate.
Yeah. Yo, what is he going to do? Yo.
Oh wait, no. Hold up.
I'm trying to be
I
respectful.
gotta add some more powerhouses into it. Hold on. You gotta add Wanda.
No, you talking about we
gotta add
asked.
Wanda.
I asked y'all
You
which
gotta add Wanda.
lineup.
Hold on.
No.
You gotta add Wanda and you gotta add Doctor Strange too. You gotta add them two in there as well.
Nigga, then we're talking about Infinity War Avengers. We're talking about literally a whole
We gotta
entire.
give them their peak power. If we're gonna give, his peak power, bro.
The Avengers are the Avengers. Once we got the Avengers are the Avengers. Once we got to Civil War, the team broke up and it essentially became a group of heroes come together to save the world.
You gotta be truly
Bro,
Iron
why'd you have
Man
to
with the
try to be
nanotechnology, bro.
Barra, do we not? Barra, do you not see what he's doing? The nigga said bring Doctor Strange and Wanda Maximoff. What are we?
Yeah,
What?
no, these are the Avengers. Though you gotta bring in Wanda, bro. You gotta come on.
All right.
I would even say the Black Panther, but I ain't about to do it to you. So we gotta add in those characters.
It's the fact that we even have. It's the fact that you even have to bring these characters. That should already answer.
We know how. We know how.
Because we got the Toon Force. We got the Toon Force on Rock Lee's side too. You gotta remember that.
All right, so
we're talking. You're bringing magic users in. That's why I say if you were talking the original five, Rock Lee, I was trying to find a nice way to say it, but since we bring up Rock Lee kicking Hulk through his soul, and Bruce Banner finna be separate. He finna get his long life wish. Granted, he finna be separate from the Hulk for the rest of his life. Iron Man finna have metal deficiency after he get kicked one time. Oh, this nigga Thor finna pray to Odin and remember his roots. Hawkeye about to give
He's
up
gonna be
archery
a
and turn
chef.
into a chef. And
This
Black
shit
Widow.
crazy.
Yeah. This is literally what Rock Lee would do to these niggas. And he's gonna turn Black Widow into a ballerina dancer because she's gonna give up on all that extra athleticism shit and figure she gonna
Wanda
bring her
Maximoff.
talent somewhere else.
Wanda Maximoff.
Now, when we come to Wanda Maximoff, all she got to do is get into Rock Lee's head and show him Sakura's OnlyFans. He's gonna fold. Like that's why I'm saying Wanda Maximoff and Doctor Strange. That's cheating. They got
He
hacks.
got
They can beat Rock Lee.
telekinesis. She got just not even getting in his mind. He got telekinesis, long range attacks, and shit like that. Rock Lee not fucking with Wanda. Um,
So it's like, but if we're
Doctor
talking just the
Strange,
5, bro, and even if we want to include the 6th gate,
he gonna put Doctor Strange will put him
I
in
don't know.
Doctor Strange.
Are we gonna run with the idea that the 6th gate pressure that emitting from his aura is so much that it can automatically negate certain magical effects? Can we
I
give
don't
him
think
that
so.
ability? Can
No.
we give him that? Because we know in
Have you
anime
ever
you can
seen somebody
flex.
flex? Have
And
you?
that's what I'm saying, bro. We can't take away certain things from these characters because in anime, it's a thing where you can flex out of attacks or flex out of abilities. So
But
if
all right, so
Wanda's
like if you put
casting
him in a
something,
whole dimension though, if you put him in the window in the mirror dimension, say Doctor Strange put him in the mirror dimension, I don't think he could just flex out of the mirror
well, that's
dimension.
literally transferring him somewhere. I'm talking about in terms of trying to cast a spell on him, fuck with his mind. Like they wouldn't be able to do
I
that.
don't think they'll be able to flex. I don't think he can be able to flex out of like a Wanda mind control type shit. I don't. He's not smart enough,
If
bro.
I don't know, bro. Man, yeah. Yeah.
I don't
Well,
think.
there
I
you
don't
go.
think he has
There
the.
goes your answer. Then you need Wanda Maximoff and Doctor Strange. But
All right,
yeah,
so all right,
I
so
think
we
Wanda by
so
herself is fucking is a done deal. I don't even think you need the rest of the Avengers. You just got Wanda. Shit, give her the Darkhold, and that's even more OP.
yeah. But if he's fighting the original 5 by himself, he's sending Thor back to Asgard. Like I said, he's separating the identities of Bruce and the Hulk,
Bro,
giving
nah,
that
I
nigga
can't
Iron
let you
Man
do. I
metal
can't let you
deficiency.
do. Nah, I can't let you just do my boy Thor like that,
what,
bro. I don't think he's just gonna be able to one shot Thor. Come on,
It's
bro.
one of my favorite. We're talking about War Arc 6 Gate Rock Lee. Yes, when we was talking about 13-year-old base Rock Lee, I was being generous.
But we talking about a character that took on the full force of a dying star. Like Thor has feats, bro. Like
Bro, Rock Lee's kick is a dying star. That's the shit that Thor is gonna meet. Like, bro, and on top of that, the nigga Rock Lee gonna fuck around and pick up Mjolnir. We know he's pure of heart and he got a nice soul. Like, come on, bro. The nigga Rock, I'm gonna do this for you guys, Sensei. Hammer. He's bro, come on, bro.
yo, Rock Lee pick up Mjolnir, bro. The whole theater is gonna go
Literally,
crazy.
he's gonna pick up Mjolnir. He's gonna be like, "What time?" No, not even. He ain't even gonna pick it up. Thor gonna throw it, thinking it's gonna outweigh him, and Rock Lee gonna do some weird stuff and catch it, and not even think twice about it. And Thor just gonna look dumbfounded.
I don't think it's all about the pure of heart though. That would make him lift. I don't think he can lift Thor's hammer
Guy
though, bro.
Sensei, I'm gonna run these 10,000 laps to show you youth has not died out. Like, yeah, Rock Lee would do that because he's pure of heart, bro.
Yo, that's so fucking funny, bro. I can
He
see him
would.
lifting Thor's hammer though. I can't see it. That's what's funny about it. I'm trying to like make up
Nigga, he's gonna
for
be like, right here, right now, I'm gonna break my barriers and lift this hammer.
it.
but so you do think though that 13-year-old Lee would be like an Avengers level threat if he just popped up in the verse?
If he knew nothing, bro,
Are
and
we
Thor
giving
threw that
him
hammer at him,
13-year-old Lee was able to access the 3rd gates? Are we giving him the 3 gates?
Yeah,
all right, do you
yeah.
think he could break?
If he popped up on timing, you got
3
mind
gates,
control.
13-year-old Rock Lee, he's doing the same thing to the OG5 that
bro? Do you
like
think that he can physically break Mjolnir like Thor's sister could though? Like, cause Mjolnir is a beast, bro. Like, if you get hit with Mjolnir, that's not like getting hit with a pebble. You getting hit with some force.
I don't know, bro, because Mjolnir's whole entire strength come from the spell that was casted on it. So it's more so the magic that's doing the work
Yeah,
more
the
so than the
magic,
hammer.
yeah, but it makes it kind of more like it makes it indestructible though. Like even if it's just the magic, it's still one of his powers. Like you can't take that away from him.
I don't know. I don't think the thing made it indestructible. So that's why Thor's sister was able to break it.
But
But as
then
far as
like
like
even but like with that Thor, that was a weaker Thor than after Ragnarok Thor though. After Thor Ragnarok, he was like at his peak level until he got Stormbreaker. Stormbreaker, he was another totally another whole nother beast. But he was supposed to be at his peak. And Ragnarok, he got his he
Man,
got older.
y'all better off bringing James Gunn Superman. He'll beat the brakes out of Rock Lee. That nigga survived the black hole. We talking real feats. Like MCU, they're not touching animated feet. Like the closest we got is Thor, Hulk, and Captain Marvel. Everybody else
Bro,
is
I just
either
said Wanda Maximoff, bro.
I,
What are you
I was just
talking
about to say everybody else is either hacks or magic. And if you don't got that, bro,
You're not
you're
fucking with
not you're
Sentry
not
either.
they're not even surviving in like motherfucking. I don't even name a weaker version of Naruto. They're not surviving in. I was gonna say some shit, man. I ain't gonna say that, but they're not surviving. They're not. They're not surviving in the anime world, bro.
That's
And
Mm.
fair.
Sentry, yeah, Sentry might. I'm not gonna lie. Sentry's OP, but also it's like low key. Some people like you can out. We just got to see how he matches up against other strong opponents. Like if someone can overpower him, because the void
Yeah,
is cool, but it's like
people.
all that nigga do is send you into a nightmare. It's like just wake up. It's scary.
Well,
Wake
I
up,
mean,
nigga.
before the void though, he was OP. This nigga was stopping bullets, fucking
That's what I'm saying. Oh, but other than that, like yeah, if you can,
making
that's
a
why I
super
say if
soldier
you
seem
can
like he is.
overpower him, that's why I say if you can overpower him, you can beat him. Because if you stronger than him physically, ain't not. I mean, the nigga didn't he like melt something with his mind? He
Yeah, that's
melted
what
one
I'm
of the
saying. He
weapons,
was, yeah, it was a gun. It was one of their. It was
and then he just
what do they
melted
call him?
it.
The Winter Soldier. What's his real name? Bucky. It was
Yeah.
his gun. He just melted it with a glare.
He melted it, yeah. So like he has some crazy hacks, but like I feel like if you match his physical strength, it's not that crazy. Cause I thought the void was unbeatable until I realized, oh, the nigga just sending people into nightmares. He's not killing them. So like
Nah,
if he's like entering into a fight, he's trying to hurt somebody. He probably not gonna do the nightmare shit.
I
You know
mean,
what I'm
but you
saying?
can't get out of it unless you go meet him in his little mind
But
space or
that's the thing.
whatever to
That's
get out of
literally
it.
it's like a double. It's like if you want to really end the fight, or you want to keep a nigga in a shadow dream nightmare for the rest of his life,
Yeah,
to the
because
point where like
everybody would have stayed in that shadow dream nightmare if it wasn't for
yeah, I was about to say, but to the point where like someone could possibly find you inside the realm, like how the Thunderbolts
yeah,
did.
and somebody got to be really, really bold to fucking run up in there. If you see people getting turned into shadows, I don't think you're running towards that.
Nah, that's why I think the MCU did that though, because like when the trailer dropped, I remember seeing the trailer for that, and I was like, damn, these niggas killing these niggas, turning them into dots and shit. He's OP. I was like, yeah, I was like, there's no, you cannot beat him. I'm like, soon as he shows up in the next, like he's just gonna turn. But I'm like, low key is just a nightmare. Just wake up.
Yeah, but you can't though. It's not that easy.
It's not. I know. I'm being funny with it, but
Oh, okay,
like,
okay.
yeah, I know. But I'm saying, like, in terms of how I initially thought, like, oh, he's literally so strong where he could just turn you into a black spot and you're dead. But nah, they didn't die. That's my whole thing. So
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
can't get
okay,
up though. That's the thing. Like she reversed it. Like, oh, what? Damn, I can't remember her name right now. Why can't I remember names right now?
Yelena.
Yelena. Yeah, but Yelena wasn't fucking sexy, bro. Everybody would have died. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not OP or broken. I'm saying in terms of like once you
You got
understand it,
the
it's not.
adaptation.
I'll say my initial thought of it was more OP than what I thought it was. I'll say
Yeah.
I
Mm.
thought it was more OP, but it's still OP.
Well, yeah. When it first, like the first time I watched it, I get what you're saying. Like I thought he was really like fucking body
Yeah, I
shit.
thought he was just
He was
killing
just
people
turning
at the wave of
dust
a
and shit.
hand.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I
I
thought he
get
was.
what
I was
you're
like,
saying.
oh shit. I was
He
like,
was just
oh
disintegrating niggas and shit. Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I thought.
literally. I thought he was just blipping niggas out of existence. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, where
that's
was
what I
this
first
nigga
thought
when
too.
Thanos was
Yeah,
around?
you're right. You're right.
That's what I was thinking. But I'm like, oh, it's just a nightmare. Okay, so it's an annoying ability, but that's not like for sure hit kill. Like that whole staring. I don't know if he can control shit with his mind or like melt shit with his aura. Like that's a different. And he's fast as fuck and he's strong. I'm not gonna lie. So we got to
Yeah,
see how his strength
he
matches up to like the
he
Hulk or
has
something.
telekinesis too, though. You got to remember that he can make people fucking go far away and then bring them right back in. Like he has other powers and just super strength and stuff like that. So you can fly. Like flying is an OP ability in itself. You can't kill
Damn,
motherfuckers if you can't get up off the ground.
Is Sentry low key the new strongest Avenger?
Yeah, he is the strongest Avenger.
Hold on, let me look it up. Is he in the comics though? Let me look it up in the comics.
Oh, the comics. I don't know. He's supposed to be like this. I mean, the way that what's her name? Explain him. She was supposed to be stronger than all the Avengers tied into one, and be as strong as 20 exploding suns or 100 exploding suns or
Yeah.
some shit like that.
Yes, in terms of raw physical power and peak potential, the Sentry is widely considered one of the strongest characters ever to join the Avengers. Damn.
Even stronger than Captain Marvel.
Mm, well,
If you're interested, I can compare Sentry directly to other. Okay, so the only people they compare him to is Thor or Captain Marvel.
Okay. Well, I mean,
So
they're
literally,
the
yeah, I'm about to
Avengers,
say
so
Thor, Sentry, Captain Marvel, and Hulk are the strongest Avengers.
yeah.
and that's
So
the one with
fuck.
the dream ability.
Yeah. So hey, man, look,
So,
I know Phil was complaining about the lineup, but hey, you still got one hitter on the
We
roster.
know nothing about him, bro. He's
well,
walking around in
He
slippers.
don't know nothing.
He's
That nigga
walking around
right
in
now,
slippers and pajamas, bro.
he crossing his finger on the ship with the Fantastic Four, just hoping the guy he see Hawkeye when he land. He said, "Please let my nigga Clint be there. Please let Clint be there."
And I can see Thor. I can see Thor. You know how fucking goofy he is. Oh,
He
friend.
said, "Yes."
Yes. The
Or
one with the arrows.
somebody tells him, "Hey, we finna go meet up with Black Widow and Captain America." He's like, "Really?" Oh, and then he steps off and he sees Yelena and Sam. He says, "Guys,
Ah.
I missed you." Like, remember when he was trying to call Mjolnir and then Stormbreaker pulled up and he
Yeah.
was like, "Hey, Stormbreaker."
We were just having a
well,
conversation.
Oh my
Go ahead,
gosh.
Bar.
well, quick question: would you say that dream ability is better than Mysterio's Genjutsu?
Mysterio. What the? I ain't gonna lie, Naruto. You took me to Naruto, and then like I was just two
You
places at
said
once just now.
Genjutsu and took me out of there. I was like,
I was like, huh? Hold on.
Mysterio's Genjutsu?
I
Who
was
said
like, what arc was that in Naruto? Let me
Yeah.
watch it right now.
Shit.
No facts
But
though. I
but
was like,
nah, I'm
what
not
is
gonna
this?
lie. When I was in theater and I watched that one scene in Far From Home when Peter was falling through dimensions, like that was the most trippiest shit. I would give Far From Home that. Like visually, Far From Home is amazing. And Mysterio, like those some OP drones. As far as like, it's strictly illusions and it can't harm you, but like
Mm.
that's crazy.
No, they
Yeah,
got
they can.
lasers.
Oh, they're the lasers, yeah,
Superman had to dodge them. Remember, he was using his spidey senses once again to figure out what it
yeah.
was because it was invisible. He had to break him and dodge him.
That was very like yeah. Those I don't know how they project those the screenings. Like yeah, Mysterio shit was. Nah, I don't think. Yeah, the Void is more crazier, Bar, because like the nigga turning people like off rip. That's why I said like if you just looking at it, like if a nigga turn into a shadow in front of me, you got it, bro. I'm
But
not
like
gonna
even
lie.
like even with that though, like Mysterio, if you figure out what the hell he's doing, then you got it. Even if you figure out what the fuck Bob is doing with the
Yeah,
void,
he's still yeah. Even if
get out of there.
even if I know, oh, they're not dead. Yeah, I don't want to turn into a black dot on a pavement. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, gang. Like yeah, nah, my guy, he got it. So definitely, I think the void got it. It's more crazier than the
Because
genjutsu.
they literally took a chance in hell with the void. When Yelena walked through it, bro, she really like gambled. That was really a big ass gamble. When she walked the first time I watched it, my heart broke. She walked through it. I was like, oh no, not Yelena,
I'm
bro.
thinking like,
I
there's
cried right with the
nobody that
dad,
can.
bro.
That's what
No.
I'm because I'm like, there's nobody that can
Yelena.
help. There's nobody that can do anything to this nigga, bro. Who's gonna come through in this movie? I'm thinking like Thor about to swoop in and save these niggas. Like, there's nothing y'all can
Nah,
do
they had
against
to do it
Sentry.
with the power of friendship, my boy.
It was tough, man. I ain't gonna
Captain
lie.
Marvel
The
had to
Thunderbolts,
have his power of friendship moment
the
too.
Thunderbolts was the only Avengers movie we got in the multiverse saga, bro. So I really appreciate. That's probably why I like the movie so much.
No, it
Yeah.
was like it was beyond that. It was a good movie. It was like from beginning to end, it was a real good movie. It
That's
was
what I
solid.
mean. Like, cause
It
like
was
I'm not saying
executed
like
well.
not like Infinity War. I'm talking about like real Avenger movie, like Ultron or like Avengers One, where it's like a select group of heroes. They come together. They got to stop some shit because they saving a city or a country.
Oh no, I understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying like it was written well because they could have did it and not written it well, and it wouldn't have been perceived right. Even though
When
they
it
got these
work,
characters coming together,
but they missed the ball because they should have did.
like
This
even
is
the
what they.
void, like
This is
even the
what I would
comic
have done.
aspects of it. Bob being a fucking meth addict, bro. He's the fucking chicken, and go to one of his dreams. He's like, I was on meth,
You
bro.
know
That
what I
shit
would have
makes me
did?
want
I
this
would
shit
have
every
did.
time I
They
watch
would
that
have.
shit. It's so
They.
funny.
I would have kept the Eternals. All that extra fluff in between they was doing. Fuck all that. I ain't gonna lie. I do rock with the Marvels. I guess we could keep that, but That extra fluff in between. Fuck all that. As soon as we get the Eternals, Shang-Chi, Thunderbolts, Eternals 2, New Avengers, and then Doomsday. Like that would have been perfect because if we get Eternals, Shang-Chi, the Thunderbolts, which we got in that order, and then we circle back to Eternals 2, which is basically teasing like, all right, now they want to start fucking with the other heroes. Then we do Shang-Chi 2, which everybody already wanted and they fucked us over. Then we circle back again to Thunderbolts 2, aka New Avengers, and then we have characters like Shang-Chi and some of the Eternals cameo or play supporting character roles in Thunderbolts 2. And then we do the shit where we got Fantastic Four and then the Spider-Man. And then we like, bro, good ass build up to Doomsday right there. But these niggas want to cancel all the good movies.
Because then we would have had to wait like 3 more years for Doomsday, and they was going off of hopes that those movies was going to do good.
And people would have been having like a better
It would have
understanding.
been a better experience for Doomsday for sure. I totally agree with that. But I
Yeah.
think Marvel they wasn't trying to take that chance at that point.
I feel
Like
like
you
they learned their lesson because they're doing something like, even though I didn't like Fantastic Four, the fact that they did that after Thunderbolts, it lets me know, okay, so they know what made the original saga good. A team of people coming together with their own character and humane flaws, overcoming those differences to address something bigger than themselves. That's literally all it was. And though I didn't like the way Fantastic Four was put out, that's what the story told. And it worked because that's what Avengers 1, that's what Civil War, that's what Age of Ultron was.
All right, so like I'm gonna stop saying Fantastic Four was trash because it was all right. It was the ending just threw me off. That was the
That
only
shit was
thing that
trash,
really threw
bro.
me off.
That shit was
I
trash.
mean, it was a good movie as far as building up the
Hold on, I'll be
team
all
and
right.
everything like that. Like I didn't really mind it. It was pretty decent. And then the Silver Surfer was a good antagonist character. So like I didn't really hate it. It was just getting into the end. Like you build up this fucking villain for the whole movie, like the whole movie, like you see him at the beginning, he's this menacing threat, and then he actually comes to destroy or come to get your son, Franklin, the climax of the movie, and the climax of the movie is the fucking worst part of the movie. Never should the fucking climax and the end of the movie be the worst part of the movie. The best part of the Fantastic Four was the fucking end credit scene where Doctor Doom popped up. Like that was the best part in a lot of the Silver Surfer scenes and shit like that. Like that was the best part. And did they even shit, he walked away, didn't he? Because I was about to ask a question probably he know. I don't even know if they like introduced their powers, like how they even got their abilities in this Fantastic Four movie. I think they just started the movie with them having fucking powers. So I don't know. I don't know how I really felt about this one. But it
You wanted
wasn't
to see
trash.
another origin with them? I ain't gonna lie, I didn't want to see
I
that.
mean, if you're bringing them back to if you're bringing them in the MCU, you gotta have some type of origin story. I mean, maybe not, maybe not. Like we already know how they got their abilities. But if you're new to the MCU, then you're probably gonna be curious.
I ain't gonna lie, that's fun. Nah, I ain't gonna lie though. That's a Fantastic Four though, free game. Everybody know that. Like everybody know
If
what
you're
the
new
fuck
to the
they.
hey, Bara, how did the Fantastic Four get their powers?
I have no I have no idea to be
Exactly.
honest.
New
But
MCU. But if he's wanting to get into the MCU now and he was watching it, and he'd probably be a question like, "Oh, how did the fuck did they get their powers?" We know Spider Man
the,
how he got his powers from a
nah,
spider.
Nah, here, let's hear him
nah, nah,
explain it.
nah,
Go ahead.
nah. Wait a minute, because that's one of the things I was confused about with Tom Holland's Spider Man. We never really
Oh yeah,
had an
we didn't
introduction,
get
or
his. We didn't
yeah,
get his
like
introduction, like how he got his spider powers. He's the only one who didn't get that explanation
yeah,
from.
We know. I mean,
he just
I'll say that.
Well,
I'll
automatically
say
they,
had
this
it.
because
they, he
like the
he explained
Fantastic
it though.
Four,
He
bro,
said
like
something about it.
everybody, them niggas was astronauts. They went into space. The shit blew up. They came
Is
back
that
with
what happened in the
powers.
movie?
That's not what happened in the movie, but that's what happened in every movie before and every comic book story before.
Nah, because the one that I watched recently, they just went to another dimension. They didn't go into
They,
space.
they got this shit from the planet from their astronaut trip. It's essentially
They
the
went to a
same.
different dimension though. They didn't go to a different planet. They went to a whole. Well, I guess yeah, they went to a different planet,
They
but in a different dimension. They didn't just go to outer
it
space.
still started the same, bro. The Reed Richards and Victor, every story, bro, they're astronauts or they're explorers or either
So
way.
did
They
they get
hop
their
either way, either it's a dimension or it's out. They hop in a shit, they go somewhere and they come back not the same, and the whole world knows because the
so
whole world was watching them when they left.
so did they get their accident with Victor Von Doom in this origin story or what? No,
You
or
talking
they
about
just
MCU?
Yeah, we don't know
We
yet.
haven't even got him Doctor Doom in the story yet.
Yeah, we. Oh, yeah, my bad, my bad, my fault, my fault.
I say we don't even know. I'm like,
Shit.
you trying to get some Doomsday scoops on me? I'm like, I don't know nothing about Doomsday.
See, they should have did Galactus. They should have
But
did
he's
more
from
Doom
he's
in this
from the
movie.
828. He's from the 828 universe. He's from their universe though. So yes, they do know him. They know
Oh,
him.
they got you don't know that.
No, we do know. They do know him. Yes, yes, yes,
I say we
yes.
don't know what universe Doom is from.
No, we do. Oh, well, I
Oh,
mean,
okay. In
it's
the new trailer,
yeah,
she was
yeah.
like,
Eight
"You're
to eight.
such a sweet guy" or some shit like that. Yeah, yeah.
828. Even then,
Hey,
there's like
hey, can you find that trailer that they played at the fucking that event? Because they released another trailer, but they had leaked it on fucking Twitter, and I can't find it for the fucking life of me.
because they took it down. I'm not even crazy about the leak anymore. I'm not.
But I
I ain't
for
gonna
some
lie. I'm gonna probably watch like one more. If they drop another trailer, I'll watch it. But if not, I'm gonna just wait till the movie drop.
it's a trailer. It's a 2 minute trailer for a 3 hour movie. Damn near. Like, what is the trailer going to do? It's just ruining a couple seconds of the movie.
Nah, it's not that. It's just that low key when I watched like it's not the trailer, but it's like everything. Like I'm I'm a YouTuber now, bro. So I
I
just
just
like
hope the fucking Sentinels are
I
as
gotta.
fucking menacing as they was in that X Men movie. That X Men movie, them Sentinels, scary as shit, bro.
You
You
talking
ever
about
see
Days
that
of Future?
Days of Future Past? I was kind of freaked out by that. I was like, God damn, there's nothing they can do.
Yeah,
Them
those are
Sentinels
different.
got
Those are
bodies sticking out of
humanoid sentinels that's able to
them.
adapt to towers. Those OP.
Well, yeah, because I guess the premise of it was what's her name? The chick that can turn into anybody. What's her name?
Mystique. Yeah, they took
Mystique.
Mystique's
Yeah, they took
DNA and
Mystique's
built the
DNA
sentinels off of
and
that.
built the Sentinels. Yeah, because that's why Wolverine had to go back so far in the past to stop Mystique from doing that shit, from killing somebody. I can't remember who it was. The president or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I think it was the president. Yeah, he got to go back in the past to
No,
stop.
she was gonna kill Bolivar Trask, that nigga.
Oh, the nigga that started that built the Sentinels, right?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. So, bro, I don't know if he because it's supposed to be from the Fox universe though. No, it's
Who?
not. No. It's not. It's not. I was about to say them Sentinels because I for sure think they're in the Void fighting Doctor Doom when he lifts some Sentinels up. I think they're in the
Probably.
Void,
Somewhere. There's somewhere.
and you know the Void is where they just dump a whole bunch of shit. They say so. For all we know, we could that wait that was Fox X Men. They were in the Fox X Men. They could be those Sentinels, bro.
You said what? They were in the Fox for what?
The Fox X Men, and that's who we're getting in Doomsday. The Fox X Men.
Yeah, I know that. I'm saying, what are you saying though about?
The Sentinels from the Days of Future Past is that's going to be the same Sentinels in Doomsday because they
Oh,
took it.
nah, no, they're not. They're not the same. They look
They
way different.
they look different, but they got to be the same premise if they're coming from the Fox universe.
Nah, these the OG Sentinels because the ones from Days of Future
OG
Past,
Sentinels.
those are humanoids, and they had like that whole Mystique shit. That whole Mystique stuff. That was very like, it's kind of like with Sam Raimi and the organic spiderwebs for Toby. It's like it was a movie only thing that they thought about.
Mm. So that's not a part of the X Men trilogy. Not the trilogy. I'm sorry. The X Men.
Nah,
Uh,
the ones we seen in the trailer that those straight out of the TV show and the comics.
what
The
TV
big
show?
old square head X-Men 97
Oh,
and the
what?
original
Okay,
X-Men.
I haven't watched X Men '97. I heard it's really
Yeah.
good too, but no, I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, I didn't watch the original 90s show, but it's
That's
good.
bring the kids back there.
Oh, bro. We're gonna end
Uh,
soon anyway. But
yeah, I'm about to
yeah,
say.
X-Men 97 is cool though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to peep it out. I just whenever I get to, I have to watch the Into the Spideyverse first. I got to get over the animation to watch that, and then the other Miles Morales movie. I have
It's
to
the
watch that
greatest Spider-Man movies ever, bro.
before I watch the
I don't
Into the
know why
Spider.
people. It's not even because I mean, you've been said a long time ago. You just don't like the animation, so it's not that. I never. My reason I fuck with it is because that's how good the story is. Like I'm always
It
a
was just
person
the
like,
animation that threw me off, bro. And it wasn't even Miles at the beginning. It was some chick.
but even the animation, it's also
Was it
beautiful.
Gwen?
But a lot of people rank it so high because it's beautiful. But I'm like, bro.
I don't
Also,
see why
the
people hate the
story is
animation. It turned me
amazing,
off.
bro.
I
It's
can
one
see
of
why people like the animation though, like why kids were like it just threw the animation threw me off personally.
the
Style.
reason I part of the reason I like it so much, when I first went to watch the movie. Like first, I didn't know like any of the buildup or promo that went towards the Miles. I didn't even know they were doing this. So I was like, oh shit, they doing a new motherfucking Spider-Man and it's with the Miles. And I knew Miles, but at this point, I'm like, I ain't had nothing to really attach me to Miles. So I was really watching it all off the sole strength of like literally just the year before I watched Homecoming. I just getting back in the MCU. I'm fucking with all of this. Nigga, by the time we got halfway into like the first part of the movie, like the first movie, I was like, bro, I'm like, this is actually a good movie. I was like, because I put it on as one. I thought it was gonna be background music. I was like, hey, get some Spider Man on the TV. It turned out to be so good of a movie. And then when Across the Spider Verse came out, that movie is so freaking good. It makes you feel like you're Miles. It makes you feel like the shit he going through is happening to you. Like that's how good the movie is. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just really good.
I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna give it a chance because like sometimes that's all I gotta do is get like past the first 20 minutes. I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty good. Because when I first watched WandaVision, I ain't fucking like WandaVision either because it was in black and white. And I was, fuck is this?
Well,
It's like a '70s TV show. I don't like it. What's up, bro?
well, quick question, Black Michelle. Is there a piece of Spider-Man content that you dislike?
As far as like, what do you mean? Like, I don't think it's
Like,
good.
yeah, like any movies, any shows that you're like, nah, this isn't it. This not it.
Anime shows, like I try to watch the Spectacular Spider-Man a lot of times. It's pretty boring. The Ultimate Spider-Man is probably I think the most popular animated show, and unfortunately, it was the one show that I never kept up with because as a kid, I would probably say I was a DC fan, but Spider-Man was always my favorite superhero. So, but I just never got into any good Spider-Man shows until like Toby came around. So I was fucking with Toby movies and shit like that. So
Mm.
I would say probably some of the cartoons that I haven't seen, but like everything I'm watching now, I rocks with. Like even the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man that's on Disney Plus, season 2 is about to drop in a couple months, and it's not exactly Tom's Holland Spider-Man, but it's like a playoff because that Spider-Man and Tom Holland's they have experienced a lot of the things, but this one in Friendly Neighborhood, he wasn't present during Civil War, where Tom Holland he was present during Civil War. So that's like the
Mm.
only difference, but everything else happens the same in their verses. Um, my least favorite Spider-Man movie would probably be The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I love that movie.
With Tobey
But
Maguire?
nah, that's with Andrew
Well, you
Garfield.
talking Andrew?
Bro,
Oh,
even
okay,
Yeah.
Spidey, Spider Man and his amazing Spidey and his amazing friends is pretty good, bro. My son used to watch that shit when he
Oh,
was
that
little.
yeah, on the
Yeah,
Disney.
sometimes I used to get stuck sitting there watching that shit with them. Like, hey, this is all right.
But nah, Amazing
For the
Spider-Man 2, it
kids.
was just like Andrew Garfield's acting and his portrayal of Peter Parker saved that movie. And the visuals, like that shit looks so good. This is amazing. But aside from that and the dialogue, it's not that good of a movie. And the whole like they change. I don't know
Amazing
because I
Spider
never
Man.
really.
I love the
Yeah,
Amazing
no,
Spider
the
Man.
Amazing Spider-Man is I love that one. I'm talking about the
Oh,
Amazing
okay.
Spider-Man 2. Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, they kind of dropped the ball on that one, but it was still
Yeah.
pretty good though.
If I was about to say if I'm taking away my personal preference, like I love the movie, but the reason why it's not my favorite is because of it was kind of flat, especially throughout like the middle parts of the movie. And then once we got towards the end,
People say he was crying too much.
not even that. It's just that his parents, they were like, I don't know. It was like Peter Parker's blood was the special thing that made him like the
And this
mutation.
one,
It was like
Peter
it was
Peter's kind
weird,
of
bro.
rich
And
in
it's
this
never
one
been.
too.
Yeah,
Bro,
it
that's his
never
dad
been.
and mom on a private jet, bro.
Yeah, it never had anything like. And I'm not. I know I'm always one to be like, well, if you're such a fan of the comic, go read the comic. But it was just so weird and stuff. Like Peter Parker has never been like the chosen one type of story.
Does he
Now, I
is any of his variants? Because you know there's different Spider-Mans and shit.
nah, every
Does he have the
Spider-Man,
same
bro. No, every Spider-Man has to make the sacrifice.
the same? Okay.
You have to make the sacrifice. But Andrews, he made the sacrifice in Spider-Man 1, and he even in Spider-Man 2, but in the middle of him becoming that is like you make him the chosen one also. So where it's like everybody's after his blood basically to get the same powers. I'm like, nigga, what? Nah, that's not. That was just weird to me. It was just weird.
Yeah,
So
the
I would
ones
say
that got
that
his
one,
blood,
bar.
you see what happened to them.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah.
only
no,
one
it's
person that
fine.
was trying to get his blood, and that was his best friend. Who it was supposed to be
No, it was
like.
his best friend that actively, but that's why I said it got weird once his parents introduced. If you listen to what his parents saying, the whole reason why his dad even ran away
Yeah,
and
he
they
was
they
supposed to be like,
died,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, is because like they needed his dad's blood in order to replicate
yeah,
the
yeah,
spider
yeah,
formula.
yeah.
But now the only person that has it is literally his son, who is Peter.
But
So I
they
was
were
like,
hunting
fuck.
after him though, which is weird. That should have been more emphasized in part two. I think it would have probably made
They should have
more
just
sense.
dropped that whole storyline. Like Space and Spider-Man 2 without the whole parent storyline, it would probably be better than the first one. But the first one
They
was
like
so
in the first one, they kind of built that up though, from him finding out who his parents really was. It was kind of like a big
I
mystery.
mean they kept it, yeah, I was about to say they kept it a mystery, which works in the first one. And the first one, it was like, I ain't gonna lie, Dr. Connor is a great villain. And the whole motherfucker when they fought in the sewers, one of the greatest fights when he
Oh
built
yeah,
that whole web and he had the string
yeah,
to do the sound location. I'm like, yeah, that nigga's fighting like a spider too.
Spider,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And
I was
then
like,
like
yeah.
I didn't like Electro was in part two, right? Like I like
Yeah, Electro was
Electro
part two.
and
Yeah, he was better in a
Homecoming. He
lot of
was
the people
Homecoming.
who reprised their roles were better in No Way Home than in
Then
the
No Way
original
Home.
movies. And people don't
Yeah.
tend to realize that.
Because Electro, they had him all fucking blue and shit like that. Like that was a terrible,
Yeah,
terrible
most of the
design.
movie he was blue like that. Yep. 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 Yep.
Yeah. I mean, he was the whole time, and when he got turned into it, like when he went from a little geeky dude on the side of the street that was just a big Spider-Man fan, and then he
Yeah.
fell in a tank full of fucking what was it, electric eels?
Yeah.
What,
Oh
he
yeah, yeah,
goes
that's what it
inside of
was.
that
It was
thing.
electric eels, but it was chemicals in it as well that played the
Oh,
part.
okay.
And he
Yeah, I think
built
they
the
was
thing for the
experimenting
grid.
on him, right?
Yeah. So I that even though that's my least favorite, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man movies have the worst dialogue. I would say that. They have the worst dialogue. And it's not
I
just
would say
because
he
they were
got the
made
best
back
villain.
then. It's
I think
not.
he
Yeah,
has.
they had the best villains, but the dialogue is so and the character acting on not just most of the acting like is very bad. And it's not like oh with the times because there's movies I can pull from 2005 I can watch today and I got no problem with none of the dialogue used. It's just that whatever however Sam Raimi chose to direct those movies, let's just say he's lucky the only thing out at the time was X-Men 1. Let's just say that. I don't get how people can genuinely say Spider-Man 2 is the greatest of all time.
I went back recently and I watched all of them.
It's
Which one would I
even
say
I
is
can
probably
understand
my
it.
top favorite?
even if people like the people who say they because I just watched Spider-Man 2 and 3 literally last week. And I'm
I would say
watching it.
Homecoming is probably my favorite.
Homecoming is one of my favorites. It's like the only thing I got above Homecoming is No Way Home and Brand New Day right now, and it might change because Homecoming has that like that shit ages so well.
It
But
does, especially right after watching Civil War.
yeah, exactly. But
Yeah,
like even with Spider, I don't know, bro. Maybe it's not just the quip thing because I know I said Peter don't talk enough for me, but like it's a lot of the things are empty. It's like I don't get people need to actually go back and watch these movies. Like actually watch what's being said and portrayed in these movies. And like I don't think they directed Tobey Maguire in the greatest way in order to portray Peter Parker. And I think people who are saying, and there's a lot of big channel. I'm gonna just call them out. Fuck it. Screen Crush, New Rock Stars. Y'all niggas capping, bro. Y'all
it's
know
all
for a fact.
nostalgia. They're all
Y'all,
old.
it's all
All older
nostalgia. I'm about to
dudes.
say, y'all know for a fact that y'all talking about some those movies. No, it's
Screen Crush.
pure
The people
nostalgia,
on Screen Crush, he's at least 40 years old, bro.
bro. It's
He's at
all
least
nostalgia,
40.
bro. It's
At
all
least
nostalgia.
40.
But
The
it's
first
not even
Spider-Man
just that.
movie he
Those are
saw
the
for
loud.
sure was the
They're
Tobey
just the
Maguire one.
loudest. They're the loudest voices in the rooms. It's
Yeah.
like you see the Twitter, you see the comment sections. Everybody like, I'm not sure if it's on Spider-Man 2. Like honestly, I got Spider-Man 1 above all of these. But how the fuck in what world, if we looking at every aspect of the story being told, in what world is Spider-Man 1 better than Homecoming? Or Spider-Man 2 better than Home as a story being told? Like
Uh
the villains is better. Yes. But other than that,
yeah, I mean that's a
like
big part
one
of the movie. That's
but
a
other
big
than
part
that,
of
bro, other than that, we gotta look at the supporting cast, the supporting actors, dialogue, the visuals, because a lot of people say it looks the best. How the fuck, objectively speaking, not even preference, how the fuck you expect me to believe? something that dropped in 2004 looks better than something that dropped? Like,
Hey
do
man,
you
a lot of
believe,
no, hold up. A lot
Byron?
of the CGI
But
from
but
2015 looks
Homecoming
a
was pretty
lot better
simple
than the
though.
CGI
But
now,
do
though.
you all right? So do you believe, just all right, visually, purely visually speaking, do you believe Spider-Man 2 looked better than Homecoming?
I mean, I haven't seen Spider-Man 2 in a long time, but I'm gonna have to say yeah, because home there wasn't a lot
There we
visually
go.
in
That's your
Homecoming.
answer. There we go. It's nostalgia.
Yes,
It's
I didn't like.
nostalgia,
I
bro.
didn't like how they did
But,
the Hawk dude or whatever and his
It's,
little
it's,
suit, his wings and shit. Like I think the CGI for that was kind of trash.
but
it's
Whereas
throwing down though, the most like I guess CGI intensive. I don't even know if they use CGI, but the most intensive scene was
they did.
the guy flying around like a butterfly. Like, it wasn't too much to like animate or do
They
in
did use
Homecoming.
CGI back then. They used
what
CGI.
about Far From Home?
I mean, in the first Spider-Man, they used CGI because his suit was CGI.
F-
His spider suit
No, yeah,
was
Far From
CGI.
Home there was a lot. Far From Home it was elite.
Visually, and so like from a visual, like I'm just saying, like if we go category to category, the only thing I would give Sam Raimi's movies is the villains and the heart. I guess it has
Yeah,
good heart in the movie and it has great villains,
I don't
but
think they
like
never. I don't think they could have brought Doc Ock back into Tom Holland Spider Man with a new actor.
yeah, we couldn't have done that. Even Green, none of that. So like, other than those two, I would say villains and good emotional heart. Like even so many people be like the story for like just breaking it down because people be like, oh, I like to dish out what people give. So if people like to dumb down Tom Holland's movie, oh, basically he runs into an ex-employee for Tony Stark, didn't like the way Tony Stark treated him, he has to defeat him, and he goes back to being all right. If we're gonna do that, the nigga Doc Ock for some reason wanted the power of the sun in the palm of his hands, killed his family, and decided to drown. Like, what's great about that? What's so great about that? Like, that's
But
the type of stuff I'll
Doc
be on.
Ock though, like Doc Ock, he was being controlled by his mechanical arms though. Like we saw that
Ooh, I,
Speak on it.
No Way Home. It's like
I,
in No Way Home. That's how Tom Holland Spider Man like
I,
reverse or
I
whatever he
get that, but I'm
does it.
saying, what about that puts it to like I'm trying to understand what makes it this S tier level of thing that nothing like
Well, the
loving the
actor though,
movie.
like bro, the actors, they had some peak ass actors for their
Love,
villains,
I
bro.
I get it. Free
The person
loving
who
the
played Doc
movie.
Ock, perfect, bro, perfect casting for that.
But you're proving what
Whoever
I just said
casted Green
because
Goblin,
I
perfect.
literally said the best thing about his movies are the
Are the
villains.
villains? Totally agreeing with you, bro. I like Tom Holland's Spider Man better than I like Tobey Maguire's. I agree with you. And I was at one point the person that was like, "Nah, bro, there is no better Spider Man than Tobey Maguire's." From watching Civil War and watching the first Spider Man, already watching Homecoming, already seeing it, and I was saying, "Nah, I think I like Tobey better." And then fucking Tom Holland Spider Man just started growing on me, and I was like, you know what, bro? I think Tom Holland Spider Man is actually better. Rewatch Spider Man's Homecoming all the way up to the last one again. I was like, yeah, I like Tom Holland's better. And I
Yeah.
compared it to the first Spider. I was like, yeah, definitely. I
I
definitely.
just don't like how people like I
My
guess the
favorite is
Raimi
still
they
Andrew
call them
though.
the Raimi fans. I don't like how those people are like they're trying to force history upon us. Like that's the thing I don't like. Like it's not my I don't care if a motherfucker be like my favorite Spider-Man is the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I just
All
said that
right.
was my
Uh,
favorite.
Yeah,
My favorite Spider Man is Andrew though. Like
I'm
honestly,
I can't
I
be
like the
mad at
punk
that.
rock skater type.
But my thing is like don't try to act like it's universally accepted or understood that Raimi made the best Spider-Man of all time. Because no, I don't believe that. And I know damn near a plethora of people that don't believe that. And I know people in real life who think Andrew Garfield is the greatest Spider-Man they ever seen. So I'm like, no, that's not true. It's not universally accepted. I just don't like it when people say that because it's like, bro, that's not true. It's like it's really not true. And the reasoning behind they're giving false reasoning. It's not say, oh, I prefer this or I think no. They're saying it is the best because it's Sam. I'm like, how? Like I've yet in all of this run of brand new day being dropped, I've yet to have anybody who's been giving these strong takes on Rami give me like three solid reasons what makes it so much better. The only thing they gloss over is like, yeah, it's not touching Spider-Man 2 though. but they have a number of reasons why they like Tom Holland and what they don't like about Tom Holland's movie. But when it comes to Sam Raimi, he's like, yeah, but nothing beats the OG.
I mean, you got
Like that's
some,
as far as it goes.
you got some people who's Avengers fans that won't watch nothing but the Russo brothers films, though.
And yeah,
If the
that
Russo brothers isn't fucking, if they wasn't directing Doomsday, probably would have
that's
fucking
different. That's understandable. You got a preference. These niggas are actively watching all of these movies,
Mm.
and they're giving a nigga flat. Like if I was to go on Twitter right now and admit, not even admit because I've said it time and time again, I tell all of them niggas, Spider-Man 3 is the best Spider-Man out the OG trilogy. They try to find my address and burn my house. They try to do that. They would try to do that. So that's why I gotta have this strong of opinion because it's like these
I don't even
y'all,
agree.
y'all all right, how about y'all seen the Timmy before we end? Y'all seen the Timmy Turner Fairly Odd Parents? Y'all remember that show, right?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
this episode when Timmy came back from Fairy World or something and everybody was gray and he was the only nigga that had color. Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is basically what it is. Nobody is able to watch something and form their own. Like how you say you like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man free game. I say Tom Holland's my favorite, but I love Miles Morales. He's hands down the best. And then Barra says he grew up with Toby. He has to rewatch Toby's movies if he like. We have genuine opinions, which is why I enjoy debating with us. But a nigga be like, Spider-Man OG2. Like you're saying the same shit the last 35 people said. You're a gray bot. You're a robotic character. Like with no thoughts of your own. That's what pisses me off. Like the more we see bad takes, the more I will have a smile on my face because that lets me to believe that you formulated your own opinion and that's what you thought was what you thought. So these days, bad takes usually mean a majority of people don't agree with you. That's all it means.
You know what pissed me off about bots? Why do I gotta prove I'm not a robot? I'm a robot. I don't fucking get it, bro. I had to log into StreamYard. I was like,
You said
what?
prove you're not a robot.
You prove you're not a robot, motherfucker.
I'm like, shouldn't the fact that I'm clicking the same button this many times prove that I'm not a robot because I'm frustrated?
I remember sometimes they tell me I am not a human, bro, because I get the questions wrong. How you gonna tell me I'm not human? You're not fucking human.
This shit is hilarious.
Hey, I'm gonna have to catch y'all later though. We been on 3 hours. My back is starting to hurt. I'm sitting in this chair.
Yeah, 100%. I'm falling asleep while sitting in the chair as we speak.
What is it like? 11:30 for you, Bar? Yes.
Yeah.
It's
I
10:23.
woke up early. I'll be waking up early as hell nowadays. I don't know why, how.
Old
Waking up at
man
like
age is starting
5:30.
to kick in, bro. I'm telling you, nigga. Like, I started going to sleep at 9:30 for some reason. Don't know why. Every day I wake up at 6.
I wish I could sleep at 9:30.
Faithfully. Bro, I can drink a Red Bull and go right to
And
sleep. But that's another story
we
for
unks
another
now.
time.
Yeah, we unks now. Yes, it's time.
Yeah, definitely unks. I got up the other day, bro. Before we end, it's funny as hell. Got up the other day, right? Hopped out of bed, fell. Why? Knees gave out. What the fuck? I'm like, my knees gave out? How the fuck did my knees give out, bro? No, knees totally gave out, bro. No strength in the knees at all. Totally hit the ground. I was like, oh, no fucking way. Can I not walk no more? Nah, knees just gave out for that one specific time when I hopped out of the bed.
No, yeah, it'd be like that nowadays. 100%.
Bro, it was probably the iron deficiency. Nigga, you got up too fast. That's that shit.
Like, you talking about like when you dizzy and fall?
I'm about to say, yeah, sometimes a nigga stand up too fast. I'll be like, hold on now, let me sit down.
No, brother, it wasn't one of those, bro. I got up and my knees just gave out on me, bro. Like all the strength in my legs, like my legs just gave out, buckled, just held hit the ground. No, like my knees, it just like it didn't lock, it didn't do what it was supposed to do. It just gave out. It hurt too. I was like, oh shit, what the hell?
Damn.
Like I tried to put pressure on my knees and them shits hurt, and I just fell and hit the ground. Like, oh, what the fuck was that? But when I got up off the ground, it didn't hurt no more. I was like, yo, what the hell? Is this what it feels like to get old? I don't like this. Me no likey. All right, guys.
All right, y'all.
All right, catch
all right, fellas. Until next time.
Until next time, people. Later.
All right.